price, plus your postage, unless you're a Freedom member. It's an amazing opportunity for Freedom members. Fantastic low prices plus no postage. Now, if you're not a Freedom member, you'll pay $4.95 postage on every item you bid for. But as a Freedom member, you get unlimited standard delivery on every item you purchase from any Hochanda show, including Craft Price Drop. Plus, Freedom members also get selected discounts and offers. So why not join Freedom now? Get all the Craft Price Drop deals here and pay no postage. Freedom costs just $6.97 per month. Just add that number 88888 to your basket and continue bidding. Craft Price Drop, the new, exciting way to shop here on Hochanda.
Are you wanting to shop till you drop or pick up some inspiring hints and tips from your favourite experts from the world of craft? Do you need to restock your crafty stash? If the answer is yes, then head off to the Creative Craft Show. Receive your buy one get one half price tickets when you use code EV160. So why not treat yourself and a friend to a fantastic day out?
Hello, I'm Paula and I'd like to welcome you to the wonderful world of witchcraft. We're situated in this fabulous building called the Corn Exchange right in the centre of Doncaster, and we've been here about 16 years. We're delighted to be working with Hochanda, bringing you lots of fabulous products and demonstrations and hopefully lots of inspiration to help you craft along the way. So join us here soon on Hochanda.
Hello, very good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Well, it's nice to be with you at 7 a.m. in the morning because the last 2 mornings I've been on the later shift. So I haven't had the pleasure of your company. Now, I've been told that this week Craft Price Drop is slightly different because there's only going to be one plummet. Yes, normally we've had a bit of tinkering and a bit of teasing and a bit of twiddling and what have you, but actually it's just going to be one plummet. So you'll have the price established. That's the price that you can genuinely pay for the goods that we'll be showing you, and then we will have one crash and go down to a bargain price, a final price, the only price that it is going for right now today. So it will be rapid. If you like it, if you love it, then please don't miss out because it's only going to go one way, and that's down to that final closing price. So as we look at the screen, there is our order number right at the top, 515767. And I've got the pleasure of talking about some dies today, 4 dies in total. Here is our established price, £20.97. Now that is the genuine price that you could pay for these lovely dies right here, right now, this morning on our website. But that's not going to where it's going to stay, because this wee price here, a little tickle, little tease, little prod there, that is going to change, and it's going to go down to one final closing price. That will be the price you'll pay. The computer recognises that even if you come in now, you're not going to be charged at £20.97. It will wait till the final closing price is established, which is only one plummet, and then that is the price you pay. So come in when you want. Don't forget, you lovely Freedom Club members, you will not be paying any postage and packaging. But for other people, if you're coming in for a few items, weigh up how much that postage is costing you, because for the price of £6.97 you could become a Freedom Club member, which entitles you to unlimited standard delivery for the month, unlimited no matter how much you order, discounts on certain hours, like yesterday the Hampton Art Hour, we had Freedom Club discount, I think. Was it? No, it was the other one day special with Joe. We had some discount on certain elements within it, and that happens in certain hours, so just keep a look out, and that's throughout the month. So it's just a win-win. Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah, okay, well, let's have a little look. These are the intricate dies, and we've got 2 die sets, which gives us a fantastic total of 4 dies in total. So 2 beautiful baubles and our wish with our frame. So let's have a little look so you can see the size. There we go. Fabulous. So we get all those lovely intricate, as the name suggests, swirls and on the baubles. They're beautiful. Really, really pretty. Yeah, fantastic detail. Now, I know it's not necessarily the festive season, but I know you crafters, you're always a season ahead and thinking ahead. And sometimes with these kind of bargains, it's just great to get them in your stash. And then this one, you see, this one is very versatile because it's got wish, but then the frame as well. And I think that, quite frankly, you could adapt to, I don't know, a birthday wish, anniversary wish, just a genuine wish that you pass something, or I wish you all the best, or wishing that this is a great year for you. Wish you have a happy time in your new home, yeah? Or the lovely frame, because that is a very ornate, beautiful frame, isn't it? Gorgeous swirls. Now, you should be paying £20.97. But here comes the plummet. There it is, being tinkered and teased. Now, £4.95 is your postage and packaging, unless you're a Freedom Club member. Get out of town. I'm liking these singular plummets. Let's just get to the point. £7.97. Billy bargain. That is a massive 60% off. Wow, that is a huge drop. So 2/3 of the price just shaved off straight away. £7.97 for 4 fabulous dies. And this one, anyway, we've decided, haven't we, together, that this is universal anyway, with the wish and the frame. So let me just turn that around there so you can see the picture. So a universal one there you would use over and over again. And then our baubles, well, when it does come to the festive season, you've got them ready. And at that price, how could you go wrong? What I love about these is, as well, given the size, they are perfect as well for the, I know, didn't we have them the other day, the small die cutting machine, the little Sizzix, the little mini one? Yeah, because Yanis was doing it. So perfect for the smaller die cutting machines, the little Sizzix. But have it, yeah, any of you, well, other brands are available, aren't they? Other Diddy die machines. Is there a range of a lot of Diddy die cutting machines? Well, obviously you go through your big die machines as well, but I just thought, because of the lovely size of them as well, if you've got one of them Diddies, that's perfect. £7.97. Now, we're not going to tinker or tease anymore. This is the one plummet week. So just for, yes, in fact, I'd pay more than that usually, wouldn't you, for just more than £7.97 just for that one set of dies? You'd pay more than that, wouldn't you? Well, we would. It'd be £10, wouldn't it? Because collectively together, they should be £20.97. 515767. Now, all that means is that the stock is coming in, so you know, and together we know how much we've got to play with. So, because some of the auctions I've got today, there's like 5, some there's 20. Do you know what I mean? There's great variation. But I've only got 8 left at this amazing price, so don't miss out. That's one as well. Do you know what I mean? To stash away, and then come stocking filler season. I know we're only in March. I know we haven't even had Easter yet. But you've got to think ahead, haven't you, these prices? Because you can bet your bottom dollar, come Christmas, if we're doing craft price drop, I'll be showing you bunnies and, or I don't know, something that's sunshine and umbrellas, or I don't know, it's just something that's unrelated to Christmas, because it'll just shift a season, won't it? So get it now. £7.97. Let me show you those baubles from the front so you can see how pretty those swirls are. That's lovely. I'd love that in, if you could, with the felt, that retro 70s baubles. Love those. £7.97. That's the actual size. 3 left now at £7.97. You know what to do. Give us a call or bid online there on Hochanda. You're not even bidding. You're just whopping it in your basket there. And you are guaranteed to pay as little as £7.97. Last chance. Mary. Good morning, Mary.
Price lock.
That's my mum's name. Good morning, Mary. Now, the great news there is, because it's one plummet price crash, is that everybody paid £7.97. No messing about. Let me know how you're doing this morning. Give us a little shout out. Say hello on Facebook. Yes. Good morning, Jill. Heather. Hello, Heather. Sarah John, good morning. Beth, good morning. Lovely to have your company. It's nice to find out who's out there, who's watching. I mean, it's your Saturday morning, and bless you for being up so early. Should be having a nice lie-in. But you know what? You are getting the deal, so good for you. Now, we've got a fantastic set of stamps from Creative Expressions now, and these are brilliant. You've got the sentiments there wishing you heavenly holidays, the Christmas tree and the Christmas star with the writing on it with the inscription, which is beautiful. You've got those little stars blocked in and then just the framework. You've got the angel with the hearts. You've got that starry snowflake and Happy New Year. So that's a great clear stamp set. And then if we move over to the other set, you've got May Your Christmas Be Merry and Bright. We've got a sledge, the most wonderful time of the year, a lovely cluster of stars, the holly, Believe in the Magic. Now, that's my favourite, this one down here, because that reminds me of I'll Have a Baby Sham. Anybody that remembers the 70s? In the club, at the bar, the big fella with the glasses, yeah, that's kind of what they're doing, that's the dance. And he goes, I'll have a baby sham, to make it cool. It was a great advert, brilliant campaign. Do you remember those, I'm taking everybody back now, Cherry Bees? You won't know these, Meg, because obviously you're completely in a sort of different decade. But we used to sell it in the pub, the baby sham, the Cherry Bees. Because, well, so you know that the little deer, the prancing deer, was in yellow, was the logo. You can still get baby sham, apparently. It's a Perry, isn't it? You cannot... Oh, yes, of course, yes, none of the drinks are available, sorry. Have we got a new sponsor in town? Here's the third one. Gold Label used to be a big seller as well. It was a barley wine and everybody used to drink it in the 70s. Right, move away from alcohol, Fiona. It's only 7 a.m. Dear, oh dear, I'll be had up. Right, OK, we should be paying, let's turn these around, 23 stamps in total. You should be paying £24, but you know, one singular plummet is going to take us there. Woohoo, look at that. I'm liking that. 60% off. £9.22 for all 23 of these stamps. Now, look at the size of those. You know what you need to go with these? Our fantastic one-day special. Yeah. The Hampton Art Positioning Stamper Tool. 2 for £19. Is it £19.98? £19.98. Oh, I should remember because I did it. I launched it at 7 o'clock last night. I can't forget the penny. It's under £20 for 2. And I mentioned that because with the clear stamps, and it works with your rubber stamps and it works with your foam mounted stamps, but you can position it perfectly and get perfect stamping each and every time. And you're getting 2. I mean, it's a no-brainer. If you haven't seen that, well done for waking up so early. As are these, £9.22. I mean, you know the quality there. They're lovely, aren't they? Look at the sizable stamps. I'd get those just for the baby sham, dear. I mean, actually, I wasn't sure if that was one big stamp there, or do you know what I mean when you looked at the picture on the front? If I twiddle that around, because that looks like a lovely setting anyway, doesn't it? But it's gorgeous that you've got the left and the right there separate. So you could actually create the entire team: Prancer, Dancer, Vixen, Blitzen. No, I'm not going to name them all. Rudolph, I've got a bit stuck now. Do you remember the rest? Vixen, Blitzen, Prancer, Dancer. Obviously Rudolph. Comet, yes, Comet. Oh, they're all shouting at the TV now. It's too early. I need another cup of tea. Oh, you like this big snowflake? Meg loves the big snowflake. I like the snowflake and the tree because they've got the writing in them. Isn't that lovely? 9... What does it say? It says Christmas, a Merry Christmas, wishing you a Merry Christmas. And then we bring to you and Christmas and many. So that one is kind of a sentence unfinished. Beautiful. That would make brilliant. Yeah, craft brown paper or craft bags. That would stamp all over. Yeah, that would make a brilliant. This is my producer's idea. I can't claim to this. This would make a brilliant background, wouldn't it? With those stars and those trees, and then the little stars in between as well. Beautiful. But the sentiments are great anyway. Look at that. I love the sledge. Oh, we've got a big sledge and the little sledge with presents falling out of them. 270-621-15. Okay, this is the way it rolls. Sometimes we've got the bigger numbers. So brilliant, but for under a tenner, Creative Expressions, 23 stamps. The only reason we're doing that is to clear out the stock, the store, as it were, to give you the bargains, get that order rolling. Lots of regular members here, Freedom Club members, they're paying that unlimited standard delivery because it's included in the membership. So if you look at those names at the bottom of the screen, Violet, Lynn, all Freedom members, lovely Marilyn and Evesham. We've got people bidding online, phoning up the customer service centre. One click and it's yours. That's brilliant, isn't it? That is absolutely fantastic. They're gorgeous, sizable stamps, and because they're clear, you get that positioning. Get your Hampton Arts stamper as well. Little plug there. Yeah, position it perfectly. Love the snowflake as well. That's a dynamic big snowflake, but I've only got 6 remaining. It's very lovely to have your company here this morning. Are you having a nice cafetiere, a little croissant? What did you have this morning, Meg, my producer, Meg? Viewers, she's very healthy. I know that's what we should be having. It's not what I want, though. I had Irish potato cakes. Potato cakes, yeah, Meg, my producer, had bran flakes. You've got to mix it in with something a bit more zhuzhy, haven't you, Matt? You had cornflakes. Well, I could eat the brown flakes if they're mixed in with me cornflakes. Potato cakes are good, yeah. Well done, everybody. £9.22. Everybody paid £9.22. Isn't that fantastic? What are you having for your breakfast? You have a nice. I'm always fascinated by what people are having. They're having the Weetabix. Obviously, other brands, you know, that are available. Rice Krispies, your Sugar Puffs, the Hoopy Hoops, whatever they're called. The Hoopy Hoops. I don't think they're called Hoopy Hoops, are they? What are those round ones called? Cheerios. That's it. Hoopy Hoops. I think Hoopy Hoops is a winner myself. I might design a breakfast cereal called Hoopy Hoops. Now, we've got a fantastic show coming up as well after this with the lovely Josie Dunn. And if you haven't met Josie before, Funky Needlework, is that the name of her company? Yeah, then please, please, please stay watching because she makes these amazing rulers and beautiful materials. So I only mention that because I've got some gorgeous material that we've seen once before on the show, but it flew out. So I'm going to flag that up straight away because we're not messing about this week. As you know, we are plummeting straight down in price. So just to give you the lowdown, you're getting all 6. You're not deciding which one you want. This is a fantastic start price because each of these is a whole metre. And you are getting 6 metres. So I particularly like the yellow. You tell me which is your favourite. Now that's a lovely pink with a sort of maroon blush over the top. The lime green is fabulous. I mean, that really pops. Beautiful lush purple. A great steely grey. That's very popular now, isn't it? Grey everywhere. And then we've got that beautiful navy blue with the royal blue imprint over the top. 100% washable, obviously, because it is your gorgeous cotton fabrics, 100% cotton. A metre of each, not £36. Wow, double take there, £18. Ecky thump, that's working out. Half price, £3 a metre. I'm just getting it out. I know you know how big a metre is, but it's nice to see. I mean, that is a lot of material, folks. That is a lot, isn't it? Oh, where you disappeared behind that? No, it's not good for my knees. Did that the last time, could barely get up again. It's fantastic, isn't it? Well, it's huge. 54 inches wide. Isn't that amazing? I don't know, I just love the yellow. I'm embracing the yellow. Cushions. I'm thinking or the placemats or your little cushions for your garden furniture. Or if you're thinking, because I'm thinking of changing the colour of what's going on in the kitchen, needs a redecorate. Do you know what I mean? I want to go a bit brighter. Yeah, because I did a sort of a very sort of, because it's got a bit of brickwork in it, so, and the units are brown, so it was kind of like cream and quite a bold brown. Sounds awful, doesn't it? But it wasn't. It was a nice brown. But I'm just a bit fed up of it now. I want colour. I'm thinking yellow. I'm thinking some nice yellow, some sunshine, because it's a very bright room. But it's got to go with units. So I'm thinking yellow. So that's why I was thinking, you know, the fabrics, the cushions, a little bit of that, and a tablecloth can transform the colour, and you can mix and match these. Fun for the summer. Oh, the yellow and the purple, the opposites there. The yellow and the grey, that's lovely, isn't it? Or the yellow, yeah, I think that's a win-win. What do you think, folks? Where are you placing these? Not just cushions, is it? I mean, it's soft furnishings. You could be upscaling your chairs, upcycling, not upscaling, upcycling. Table runners, yeah. Those placemats, because you get those, not violin, but you get those kind of, I've seen them on the show, isn't it? Where you can actually have the insert that, and then you make the table mat so heat resistant. There's all that sort of stuff on the website, isn't there? Nice tote, yes, the bags, the tote bags. Gosh, I mean, how simple is that to whip up with a sewing machine? Josie could do that with her eyes shut. Amazing. Let's get the stocking, because that's an incredible price for 6 metres. 19. Any little projects? Any cutting out little bits for your quilt making, your paper piecing? You've got much better ideas than I have. Josie's probably shouting them at the TV right now. She's doing her hair. £18. We're down to 17 chances for 6 metres. 100% cotton from Perfect Occasions. Really, really pretty. Just gorgeous. I love these with the little tulipy flowers on there. Oh, hello. Good morning, Christina. Now, Christina, don't forget to check out. Otherwise, it's not yours. You're just sitting there in limbo land. Carol, don't forget to check out. They're thinking, why is she naming and shaming me, Nicola? Don't forget to check out, because you clearly love this. You're watching. You've popped it in your basket. I just don't want you to miss out, because once the auction closes, it goes back to £36. Is that right, Meg? Yes, she concurs. Yeah, it'll go back to the the original price. And I don't want you paying £36, as great a price as that is. I want you paying 18. Getting on with your lovely, fantastic spring projects. Get 2 lots. Have 12 metres. There's the original price for what it would have been for 6. Gosh, you could make a lovely sarong then for the summer, couldn't you? Fabulous. 4 chances remaining. 703-437. Please don't miss out, and don't forget to check out. I mean, that lime, the lime and the purple. I love these polar opposite colours that bring out the best in each other. That really pops, doesn't it? Last one, though. As much as I love admiring and stroking the material, Julie, well done.
Price lock.
Great stuff. And please, if you love your fabrics, stay watching at 8 o'clock, because Josie's with us from Funky Needlework, and she's got some fantastic material and quilt making projects. Now, you're probably looking at me thinking, well, she hasn't got anything, has she? Where is it? Where is it? Come here. Ta-da! I can officially say this is the tiniest presentation, because even with your sea beads, I have like six pots or little pots. I mean, Matt, do you mind me saying you could have like zhuzhed it up a bit? Yes, and can I point out, viewers, you don't get the paper clip. That is Matt's presentation. Matt, my lovely floor manager. That's him saying, there you go, Fee, knock yourself out with that paperclip. Do you know what I mean? Thanks. I think I wanted a big pedestal. I wanted a big steps, and I wanted, you know, we could have had one on either little step there, Matt, or do you know what I mean? Or have it on a cushion or on a little bed of loveliness. No? I mean, what am I supposed to do with this? Right, okay. It's a good job. Oh, well, look, our final price is in. We've got, God, I tell you, I can't separate them. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Now, this is how you present your magnets. So, how many we've got? Oh, we've got the little separators there. Oh, my... What? 40... I can't... Seriously, these are so strong. You get the little rubber thing in between, which is like a little washer, because just to keep them apart. And they are... Whoa! Oh! Genuine... Oh, I think I was just being dramatic, to be honest. But it's because they jumped at each other. Right, I'm going to put 2 there. Can they really? Has that happened live on air? They've sort of popped in... Ah, careful, because the pull of the magnet is so strong. Now take... Ah, yes, because what we've got... let me show you. It's like a little washer here. And that was what was in between, just to keep them separated. Now you see, this is a presentation. So you get 3. You get another 4. 3, yeah, because that's my little magnet. And then you get another 2. 8 in total. Yeah. This is a bit more glamorous. Do you think? Is that a bit of a stretch? No, is that not glam? I mean, that for me, it's got a bit more to it than all 8 of them stuck together in a paperclip on the top. If you don't mind me saying, it's got a bit more for me to look at and present. Anyway, you know what? These are your magnets for your stamping platform, and the good news is we've got Hampton Art stamping platforms. You get 2 for, if you remember, it's under 20 quid, £19.99 or £19.98. Have a little look, the one-day special. Go online right now. Now, I know those platforms come with 2 magnets each anyway, but it's always great to have a few more, isn't it? If you want to position a big project, or if you lose one, I'll be honest with you, these ain't going anywhere. They're so super strong. Or something as simple as you're making a magnet for your fridge, I suppose. You could even use them that way. You might already have your stamping platforms at home, and I know Kathy's little tip was a little bit of washi tape or a bit of masking tape over the little magnet, it allows you to just do that grip and go, so you can have one at a time, if that makes sense. Because you saw me physically, genuinely trying to separate them. They're so super strong. So great, obviously, for your stamping platforms. If you haven't got one, please watch the one day special at 9, because you get two, a little mini size one. Meg, my producer, hasn't seen it yet. She'll want it as soon as that happens. The paperclip doesn't come with it. Now, I would love to throw that in as a freebie, but I don't know if we've got them in stock. Is this your private paperclip, Matt? I'll make sure that goes back to him. Do you know what I mean? But let's have a little test. Let's just see how quick it is. It's like Superman and. Oh, this is the demo of the year. Now, this is feel the pull. Oh, it's all in the paperclip, isn't it? Can I please have this paperclip with my next presentation as well? Is that all right? I think this is possibly my favourite of the day, of the morning. Yeah, the magnets, if I'm honest. And proving very busy, because you are loving the fact that you get an 8 for £11.25. Again, the wee box, this fantastic presentation doesn't come with it. You just get your 8 magnets. I'm sorry about the paperclip, but maybe another day, if I had a bit more time, we could have thrown in a paperclip as well. There we go. Look at that, yeah? Just for keeping your paperclips. You've got to laugh, haven't you? £11.25, that's all we need to know. 086098, an absolute bargain. And they're so handy to have as well. So, yeah, get them now and then get your stamping platform at 9 if you haven't already got that, or bid online right now. Deal of the day. They'll only last till 6, but this is only going to last for the next 3. But I put the paperclip down in case he needs it. Last 2, we're very busy. How many? We put in about 40 of these. You're loving the magnets. Oh, I wish there was more magnets in my show. Little did I know.
Price lock.
Jean, it's coming your way without the paperclip. So well done. You got the last one for £11.25. Brilliant. Oh, what fun. Great. Great stuff. And like I said, I encourage you to watch the one day special, those platforms, if you haven't got yours. OK, so we've got a CD-ROM now with lots of paper designs, envelope designs, card designs in the Cutesy Pie theme. So some of the images, as you can see, are already printed out here. So if you have a little look at these, you've got the bear with the bunting and the cupcakes. That's perfect for tomorrow. St. Patrick's Day. Guess where I'll be? Drinking a Guinness, of course, other drinks are available. It's St. Patrick's Day. Are you watching the parade in Birmingham? Silence. What are you doing? St. Patrick's Day. Not that you don't have to obligatory have a drink or anything, just have a little Irish dance around the place. Gorgeous. Oh, well, the rugby's today. It's today and tomorrow. Well, you see, what's happening is England are playing Scotland. So England need to beat Scotland, don't they, for Ireland? And then Ireland are playing Wales, but of course Wales are top of the table. So it can all move around in a halfpenny. The Grand Slam as well, Matt, yes. And then tomorrow that leaves Italy and France. Don't care about them. Well, no offence to Italy and France, but I'm more interested in what's going on for Ireland, if I'm honest. And obviously in our household, England, so there's lots of banter. Anyway, back to Cutesy Pie. Sorry, went really off on a tangent there with those shamrocks. So then we've got Cutesy Pie Bear and flower pots. I want you to stay watching Hochanda though. Don't want you going watching rugby. Just got to point that out. And we've got presents there, and then you've got beautiful envelopes and balloons. It might be for christenings, new babies, or just birthdays, and some more generic ones like football. Something for every occasion, judging by some of these images. Isn't that pretty? There we go. First day at school. Gorgeous. And then some more here. You've got your banners there as well for you to put your little sentiments on, whatever the occasion. Wishing you good wishes, thinking of you, good luck, get better soon. So there's just a few of the images. And of course you can make your papers. You can make the cards, the envelopes. There's a plethora of projects on there. $19.99 is what you should be paying. But right now, for the Cutesy Pie CD-ROM, £9.60, better than half price. Fantastic. Now it says there's something for every occasion. 20 pre-designed cards, all in main card sizes. Accompanying toppers, or I didn't mention toppers, did I? Gift bags, backing papers, inserts and envelopes. Just click and print. Bears, balloons, flowers. Should we have a little... Oh, you've got it set up. Fantastic. Should we have a little shufty? So this is the first thing that you see when you load the CD-ROM. Print ready or image composer. Now, I'd like a square. I'd like a square, please. There's my print size. These are the images already ready. Oh, look at this now. Look at the choice. Backing papers, decoupage, pocket calendars. Ah, I love that one, the first one you clicked on. Well, I like the faded, the graduation ones as well. Aren't they beautiful? Choose one of those. And let's have a look at the inserts. And put your text there. Yeah. Landscape, look, you can change the size. Gorgeous. Very easy to navigate. Beautiful. Type your message. Click and print. Beautiful. Put your own... that's what's lovely about them, isn't it? You've got that adaptability in terms of any message, personalise the message, and it gets printed. So, yeah, add your own greetings with the text editing features. Resize, recolour. Brilliant. Blend your design, give that professional touch. Cards, calendars. Beautiful. Now, we've also got decoupage on there as well. I'm intrigued by the pyramids. I've never seen... what's pyramids? Is our... So that was the pre-printed or toppers as well. Dips. I don't know what dips are. You can have a little look at this and find out what they are. Ah, square side which to fold. Brilliant. Gorgeous. The calendars. Fantastic. Just change the year and away you go. You can change the year. I know it says 2017, but it just clearly says just change the year, move it forward. Let's see how many we've got. And the quality prints out beautifully. I've only got 12, so instead of £20, £9.60. Gorgeous. Let me turn that around. You can have a little read. Lots of calendar options, graphic measuring tool, and a fully illustrated help file. There we go. Cutesy pie from the Card Hut. So you just saw us. We just sort of gave you a quick example there, so you can see how very easy it is to navigate. Because I think that's the fear, isn't it, with CD-ROMs and finding it overly complicated. But what's so brilliant about this one, as we've just seen, it's just very, very simple and clear instructions. 6 remaining, not paying £19.99, £9.60. And yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Down to 5. Well done to you. Add it to your basket. Lots of you there with us this morning. I don't think, personally, I actually didn't think we could follow the dizzy heights of the magnets, if I'm honest, but we've managed to think that just about. Christine got the last one. Well done, Christine. It's hard to follow a show like the magnets, really, isn't it? Do you know, there's no go. Where'd you go from magnets? I'll tell you where you go. You go to card inserts. That's where you go. So we've had making our cards there, and there were inserts there. So again, this is thinking ahead. Think back to your baubles and the wish with the frame. So these are the lovely folded paper. In fact, you could put it on the outside as well. You could decorate, use it with your scrapbooking. You can use these lovely inserts as you desire. But we've got lots of different designs. Now, they come in 2 colourways. It's cream and white. If I do that, you can see the difference, can't you? 100 of each colour, and they are a variety of designs. So obviously the idea being just fold it. So on the inside of your card, you know how sometimes you have the card and then the paper on the inside, whether you want to stick that to it or have it free folded. Beautiful. So then inside is your message. Landscape card, have that on the front. Put that on the front of the, well, put it wherever you want to, really. Cut it up as you so desire. So we've got the child rolling the snowball. We've also got, as you can see, Merry Christmas. Wishing you peace, love and joy. We've got the holly there. Nice bit of holly. Again, great to put away for the stash. The Christmas trees, snow-topped trees there. Wishing you, yeah. That's sort of got a Scandinavian vibe to it. Wonderful Christmas there. Oh, we know our little snowball rolling. The magic of Christmas never ends, and it's the greatest of gifts, our family and friends. Well, I like that. That's nice, isn't it? The little poinsettia. Have a wonderful Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year. Oh, dry January maybe. Christmas greetings from us all. That child is very rosy. Very rosy. Seriously. Needs to come in now. Then we've got with every good wish for you. And I like that with the penguin, because I actually think that could be any time of year, especially if you love your penguins. I know we think Arctic, maybe snow, but I think penguins. Doesn't matter what time of year that. I like that a lot. It looks like they're having a good old natter. What do you think they're talking about? They're having an argument. This one's saying, look, we need to go this way, fellas. No, it's this way. And this one's standing in the middle trying to be the mediator. Actually, this one is holding that penguin back because he wants to, he's facing him off, or her off. They're having a face beak off, aren't they? And he's standing in the way, go, no, stand back, stand back. Come on now, come on then, Joe. What? I'm telling you, it's this way. No, come on now. Let's all go the same way. I'll have him. It's just me, isn't it? It's early. And then we've got... the child runs in the snow again. There we go. 100 of these. 200 of both together. 100 each. Not £20. £8.40. Great price. Even just, like I said, if you're just using it for the front of your projects. How much is that working out per card? 4p. 4p an insert just for the card, the paper. Cut it in half, use the plain bit, the picture bits. Do you like your pen? According to my producer, penguins talk like this. I've not heard them talk like that, really. When have you heard them at the zoo? I don't know what noise a penguin makes. When you watch the kind of the nature programmes, is it kind of like a... It's not really squeak. They do make a noise because when they're... What is a cluster of penguins called? When you hear a big bunch of them, and because they call to their young, don't they? They call to their young. Deep sound makes sense, like a growl makes sense. Penguins growling in the Antarctic. Well, you hear them calling to each other, don't you, when the young one's trying to find the mum and dad in a blizzard. Oh. A group of penguins in the water is called a raft. Every day's a school day. A group of penguins on land is called a waddle. That's amazing. So I wonder, are there other names, groups of names for animals where it's different if they're on water and different if they're on land, or is it just the penguin? Or a collective name. All right, I'm trying to get it right. I'm sorry. It's called a collective name is called a colony or a huddle. So that's a lot of names for penguins. So a colony or a huddle. If you're on land, it's a waddle, and if you're in the water, it's a raft. Oh, crikey, that is a lot. Did you know elephants are the only animals with 4 knees? Just throw that in there. Just because we're having a school day. Just throw that in there. There's no elephants on these, by the way, but you know. Just I'll chuck it out for the general consumption. 2 more chances, £8.40. We won't forget that, will we? A colony or a huddle, a waddle on land, or a raft. Heather says what? Honk. Penguins honk. Honk, honk, honk. That doesn't sound... Does that what they sound like that? That was my idea. A honk, honk. I don't know. I mean, what...
Price lock.
This is yeah, this is what it's all about. This is gripping TV, isn't it, everybody? Do you know what I mean? Oh dear, you've got to have a bit of a giggle, haven't you? Well, we've learned something this morning. Well, we've learned that elephants have 4 knees. We've learned that a colony or a huddle or a waddle on land if you've got your penguins, and a raft if they're in the water, and that they honk. There we go. There we go. It's fantastic. Right, now this is going to be like the magnets again. Something that I know you fabulous crafters use. It's an essential, isn't it? It's a kind of a stick it in the craft drawer there. Not going to be £29.80. As you know, this week we are just having one singular plummet All different sizes, which I'll take you through in a moment. But it's your double-sided tape, better than half price, £15 off that price straight away, £15.40. Great stuff. So better than half price, 5 metres on each. And there are 20 rolls in total. So, as you know, doing your maths, even for me, that's 100 metres. All sorted sizes, if I just hold them up. So 12mm, 9mm, 6mm, and 3mm. There we go, there's my 3mm. So 12, 9, 6 and 3. And 12 of the 9mm, 4 rolls of each. So 8 of those altogether. 6 of the 3mm, 6 rolls of each, and 6 rolls of those. So that makes you 20 rolls. So, yeah, brilliant. 100 rolls in total. 100 metres, sorry, yeah, beg your parsnips. 20 rolls in total. So 12, 9, 6 and 3. Great to have that variety of sizes there, because I see you crafters, especially on the show as well, use these all the time. Your double-sided sticky tape there. And again, not just keep plugging the one-day special, but I know sometimes with those cupcake and the shaker cards, I know that Kathy's has the adhesive on it, but sometimes you want to use a bit more, or for your projects, or sticking down things with your card making, or your textile projects. Great. They're just great to have in the store, aren't they? There's always uses for them. I see them used over and over and over again. They're the one thing around the house, paper, wood. They're the one thing around here as well you can never lay your hands on when somebody needs it, because it's been used, it's been swiped. £14.40 for the 20 rolls. That's 100 metres in total. 5 metres on each of those rolls. 12, 9, 6 and 3. They are your 4 sizes. And you're only paying 72 pence. Wasn't forget the 2p. 72 pence per roll. That is a bargain. So we double that. Should be £1.49 a roll, but it's 72 pence a roll. Can't go wrong really there. But I've only got 11 left at this brilliant price. And then don't forget, once we stop talking about this, back to £29.80. So grab it now. One singular price product there, 221112. I'm down to 8. Still availability. If we're still talking about it, there is still time. I've only got 20 minutes left on the show. Margaret, you do need to check out, honey. I just don't want you to miss out. Valerie, check out, because that 7 can go down to 2-1 very quickly. It's great to have your company here this morning. What a great day planned for you today here at Hochanda. Look at that, 7 to 2 in a matter of seconds. 7 to 2 in a matter of seconds. Golly gosh. Gone.
Price lock.
Well done, everybody there. Brilliant work. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well done. Everybody paid as little as £14.40. Now, I think we've had these on before, and I mean, it's the first time for me to see them. They did very well. So again, I'm just going to flag that up for you, because I don't want you to miss out. Now, these are just your lovely paper crafting packs. 29 in total. Some are already die cut. Some you can use for your borders. But I was thinking, actually looking at them, I thought some of the borders could just be lovely background papers. So we're going from right to left there. So I'm just going to whip one out so we can see some designs. So there's your sentiments, you see. There's your individual elements. Lovely toppers. We're at £18.31. Wow, look at that. £7.50 straight down. That's what you call a Billy bargain. Let's have a look at this one, because it intrigues me with the gold. You see that one there? It's borders. That's all you're paying. See, I think that makes a lovely... Yes, they're beautiful borders, don't get me wrong, but I think as a background like this one, doesn't that make it just a lovely background paper for your scrapbooking? I think that's just really pretty. I actually wouldn't use that as borders. Nice as the borders are. And then look, here we are. We've got some toppers here. So there's a couple of ours falling out. Yours won't have. That's when we need the paperclip mat. Yeah? Little round ones there, the butterflies. And then we've got... Oh, I didn't see this before. Did you see the alphabet there, folks? We've got all the letters as well already die cut, that we can spell out someone's name or just their initials. Fabulous, isn't it? Look at all these fantastic elements we've got. Oh, look at this one for a background. I know we can separate that one because that is actually the borders on the card. The one I was holding earlier was on the paper. So we've got the die cut ones. We've got a real mix. That roses is beautiful, isn't it? So we've got a real mix. Some of them are on the card already die cut. Some are on the papers for you to cut out. So a lovely, lovely eclectic collection for your stash. Beautiful, aren't they? Really pretty. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Thank you. Butterfly kisses. Do you know what a butterfly kiss is? It's where you get your eyelash on the cheek and you flutter your eyelash. Yeah, I do it with the kids all the time. You've not done that, Matt? I'll do it for you later, darling. I'll do it for you later. You have to get quite close. But you do. You just flutter your eyelash. You do it. You do it now at home. Find somebody. Not just off the street. And just, you tickle your eyelash. Do it on your finger. You can feel it. You tickle your eyelash on the cheek and it really tickles. And it's like the butterfly wing fluttering on your face. It's called a butterfly kiss. Is that just me? Am I alone here with this one? Nobody else heard of this? Matt's never heard of this. I do this with the kids all the time. It really makes them giggle. You've never... Meg, I'm going to come and give you a butterfly kiss when, 9 o'clock. That's all right. With your permission. I wouldn't just randomly go up to people and insist you give them a butterfly kiss because you have to get quite close. You never heard of that either? Oh. Okay. Sorry. Kathy, have you ever heard of a butterfly kiss? She has! She's from New York. She knows. She's doing our one-day special later from Hampton Art. Lovely Kathy. She knows what I'm talking about, you see? They're everybody thinking I've gone mad. Thank you, Kathy. She's giving me the support even if she doesn't. Bless her. She does. They've written a song about it. For real. About butterfly kisses. A father and daughter dance at weddings. Oh, we need to talk to Kathy about this later. I had no idea. Listen, there's only 9 left while we're discussing butterfly kisses. £7.50. There's a song, apparently, a father and daughter dance. I didn't know that. We need to investigate this, everybody. Tell me on Facebook, have you heard of butterfly kisses? They're cute. They're very funny. It's a nice thing. Cheryl, she's done butterfly kisses. You haven't lived, Matt. Honestly. Meg. No, it was actually another... It's not just a parent, it's actually another actor who was telling me. Yeah, the girl I was touring with, we were doing Macbeth. Ooh, turn around 3 times. Walk out the door. Yeah, whatever it is. Whatever that ritual you got to do, shouldn't say it. Well, that's really in theatres and stuff, whatever. Anyway, 2 more chances. I think insanity set in this morning. What do you reckon? It was the magnets and the paperclip. They just set me off. That and the penguins. Now butterfly kisses. It's a great school day today, isn't it? Well done, everybody. Concentrate on what you do, Fiona. Everybody paid £7.50. Amazing. We've got some great stash fillers. We've got about 10 or 11 minutes left. 4 auctions to get through. 5 auctions. Well, we do it. Depends if I rein in the chat. I know. Well, we're just having a nice time, aren't we, together? OK, well, here it is. One price plummet. We're going to crash down now. It should be £34.99 for 125 sheets. 230 GSM. Now, that is quality card. Let's give it the wobble factor. Yeah. £12 straight down. I mean, it's a no-brainer. We don't even need to think about this. Card making. Any of your projects, that beautiful quality card. Quick auction, £12. Less than what per sheet? Oh, I can't do the Vordemans on this early. Less than, Watty, less than 10 pence a sheet. That doesn't make any sense. I've only got 5. I did say some of the auctions were smaller. If you want it, come on in and grab it. 188670. Yeah. In, out. No time for chat about waddles and kisses. Last one. There we go. It has gone. If you like your Zutter,
Price lock.
You know the name, you know the quality. Those of you who've already got it, well done on the paper there. The 230 GSM paper, 125 sheets for £12. All right, we've got our clipboard, our Zutter stand here, and our Zutter wires. Yes, I was just looking at the sizing there. 12 inches length, 6 pieces. There we go. But of course, as you know, you'd cut those down as well. So I know a lot of you already have your Zutter machines and what have you. So you get the 6 wire pack. 12 inches in length. You are getting your clipboards as well. There's 19 pieces in total. These are the 6x6, the pair of the clipboards for your projects there. All the same, aren't they, in the brown wood? Yeah. But I think these make lovely little canvases as well, especially for your mixed media. I mean, yes, you can use them for your... And then, of course, you've got the stand as well. So if you're making one of those lovely calendars or things to do, or it could be words of the day if you're trying to learn a new word every day. Photo album, yeah. Wishing somebody something. If you're going away for a bit, you could, you know, for about 2 weeks, you could have a little sentiment or a little note every day. Remind them to, like, feed the dog, put the cat out, do the washing. All those romantic things you could just, you know, write on those little sentiments for each day. Straight down, $12.99. Gorgeous. So you get the stand, you get all of those. How many of these have we got in total? Do we have a count? 12 pairs, so 24 separate inserts, but 12 pairs. Then you've also got as well your Zutter O wires as well, yeah. 6 wire pack there, 12 inches in length, which I know you can cut down as well. I mean, yeah, just for the clipboards, wouldn't we easily pay $12.99 just for those? In all honesty, fantastic. They're like 24 little chipboard canvases, aren't they? They're brilliant for so many other uses other than your Zutter. Front and back of your booklets. Yeah, 11 chances, 124031. This is just singular price plummet a week. Trying it out, seeing what you think. Some of you love it, some of you not so keen, but do you know what I mean? For me, it just gets to the point. I'm quite it's not wasting time, are you? If you like it and you want it, you know you're going to be in no matter what. And then you just see that fantastic closing price. Computer recognises that. You're not paying $25.99, even if you join me when I'm still talking about that. $12.99 is all you're paying. And I've only got 5 remaining, so it's very simple to understand. Don't miss out. If you're new to Hochanda, it's well worth your while becoming a Freedom Club member as well. We'll talk more about that. Linda got the last one. Linda, you are a very shrewd lady.
Price lock.
As are all of you, and the gents out there, my lovely crafters. Where's Nigel these days? Is he still with us? Lovely Nigel. Hey? Ah, he's left the community. I think... I'm not saying he's died or anything, I just meant hasn't left the Facebook community, maybe. I think he's still with us. I'm hoping he is. Somebody tell me, how's Nigel? Maybe he's just not running that community. Yeah. Well, big love to... Mwah! Big love to our Nigel. Now, we've got some fantastic cards and envelopes in... I love this description. Oh, I misread it. Trifold cards. I thought you said this morning trifle. And I thought, don't they look like trifle coloured? The custard and the strawberry jam. I thought, yes. And then because I'd read... Well, I didn't, because then when I was looking through it, I'd read trifold as well. And I actually thought it was just another nice description to establish the colours. But don't you think it does? I mean, I know the blue is, but then they make up names for things. But I think that does look like trifle-coloured cards. It does, doesn't it? Your custard, your jam and your cream, sponge, trifle-coloured cards. They're not. Well, I'm going to call them trifle-coloured, but they are trifold, and we've got different designs here. So we've got scalloped edges. There we go, trifle-coloured. It's beautiful. I like this with the paper. Your pretty paper, the foxes. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? There we go. So that's one, and then we've got one with the pointy edge and the gingham. That's very pretty. And you do get the accompanying envelope as well. Then we've got hearts. Now we like the hearts as well because you could actually keep that singular or make it into the heart, or if you just like the shape, nice and simple. Because they're very stylish, even with just a little bit of that addition of the paper, isn't it? You don't need much. Just like that's just one strip, and then you didn't even need that. It's still very dynamic, isn't it? And then, well, somebody lost inspiration when it came to the circles, didn't they? That would be lovely. Yeah, 2 portholes. That'd be lovely with just the paper behind it, or the little pictures, or the sentiment. Yeah, they're gorgeous. They are. The trifle-coloured cards, as I've renamed them. Beautiful. My goodness me, that's a bargain. £7.50. That's just daft, isn't it? That's amazing. over 70% off. Now you get 3 packs of each of these designs. So in all those different colours, and you've got the envelopes as well. We've got it in the cream, the yellow, the red and the blue. 7 left. We should be at £28.38. That's a bargain. 707147. Please don't miss out. First come, first serve. Don't forget to check out your basket. 2 left. Did you get the cream as well there? Paula, well done. You got that last one.
Price lock.
It's fast and furious now. Matt can't keep up. God bless him. Now, I've got a bit of an unusual little medley now. Last auction. No rhyme or reason why these are paired, but do you know what? Because of it, I kind of love it even more. I do. I love it even more. Because where else would you get a cupcake, a crocodile on a vine? Well, you would do in Craft Price Drop. So, hiding in the vines of the jungle, of the Amazonian jungle. Do you get crocs in the Amazon? Or is it alligators? Oh, shame ignorance now. Anyway, hiding amongst the vines was a croc called Crikey. Crikey Croc. He was very, very unhappy. Because, what? Snap, snap. That's the noise crocodiles make. Snap, snap. Penguins honk. So he's hiding amongst the vines. Can you see why I'm not on an H programme? I mean, honestly, why David Attenborough, when he wants to hang up that jacket, do you know what I mean? I'm there. I mean, I'm on it. And the crocodile, well, he was vegan, this crocodile. And he was just looking for something to eat. And he struggled. Yeah, he struggled because it's all fish and animals, isn't it? So he's thinking, oh, I need to take up a new hobby. So he started baking. Yeah, started baking. And he made himself the most delicious cupcake with a cherry on top. And all of a sudden, Crikey the Croc became very popular. And the monkeys and the penguins made friends with Crikey the Croc. And they all had a party and ate cupcakes. There you go, that's the end. That's just, now, I can see that going to the publisher next week. Do you know what I mean? Children's storybooking, nature with Fiona, Crikey Croc and the cupcake, swinging from the vine. Anyway, there we go. These are fantastic. Obviously, you don't have to use them together, but I think you quite like that story. I think the story sold it for you. The price certainly has £11.45. It's actually, the cupcake's beautiful with the cherry. The vine is just a really pretty generic if you're doing your borders. But I'm actually quite taken with Crikey the Croc. Or is he Cricky? Crikey the Croc. You don't often get a crocodile die. When's the last time you saw a crocodile die, Matt? It doesn't happen. We need Crikey in our lives, don't we? Crikey the Croc. And I've only got 5 left, £11.45. They're all yours. You're not choosing which one you want. They're all yours. 272026. Crikey the Croc and the cupcake. Hiding in the vines. Down to 2. There we go. Last chance. Geraldine.
Price lock.
Tune in next week to find out more adventures of Crikey the Croc and his cupcake friends, and really by trying to bribe his friends and make cupcakes. Were they really friends? We'll find out with Crikey next week. Have you had a good? I've had a nice hour just chatting with you. I've learnt a lot, I know that, but I don't want you to go anywhere because I'm coming up next with Josie Dunn and Funky Needlework, and she's got the most amazing ruler. I mean, I'm not even aware of what this ruler does yet with the sewing, but she's going to show us all about it, and fantastic fabric and quilt work projects, so please don't go anywhere. Then, of course, we've got the Hampton Art One Day Special. You will want those stabiliser tools, stamping tools in your life, so please don't go anywhere. I'll give you a rundown of what's coming up. It's been great fun. Don't forget, 7 o'clock tonight we'll have another live craft price drop. Yes, we're going to have an hour. We've only got an hour with Josie, but it'll be a well worthwhile hour. Funky Needlework, and then Hampton Art One Day Special at 9, and Woodware Vintage Stamp Collection to follow.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Welcome to Club G45 from Graphic45, the monthly tutorial kit that allows you to create some of the most beautiful projects by accessing a step-by-step video viewable online. This month's tutorial is a proper gentleman project kit containing board book and desktop photo frame projects. You'll get almost everything you need to create these projects from scratch, including access to this month's step-by-step video tutorial and accompanying project sheet. Simply order yours by purchasing item number 363787 for £49.99 plus your postage packaging from hochanda.com. Or why not give us a call on 01733 60 2000 for instant access to this month's Club G45 from Graphic45.
Hello, I'm Paula and I'd like to welcome you to the wonderful world of witchcraft. We're situated in this fabulous building called the Corn Exchange right in the centre of Doncaster, and we've been here about 16 years. We're delighted to be working with Hochanda, bringing you lots of fabulous products and demonstrations and hopefully lots of inspiration to help you craft along the way. So join us here soon on Hochanda.
Hello, very good morning to you. I'm here with Josie. Good morning, Josie.
Good morning.
Now, it's your second time on Hochanda with us, and I know the last time you were with us was incredibly successful because everybody loved your rulers and the material you brought.
It was really good fun as well.
Oh, fantastic. So it's really lovely to have you back here again. Could you, for those of us that haven't met you before, could you tell us a little bit about Funky Needlework and yourself? Because it is your company, isn't it?
It is. Funky Needlework's been going for about 10 years. And we started selling fabric a few years into that because really it was teaching more to begin with. And now we've gone from just selling fabric to designing our own rulers and bringing them out to the world.
Brilliant. And how long is that? Have you been doing the sewing, or how long has Funky Needlework been?
I've been sewing since I was very, very small.
Right.
And I think the teaching started about with a change of career about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then from then it just developed from renting a church hall to having a shop and then the internet, and it's just developed
from there. How lovely, how fantastic, from a passion and a love. Okay, so talking of rulers, that's something you've got for us now, and a fantastic material bundle, the essential bundle as well. So could you tell me a little bit more about this?
Well, this bundle, this ruler, it's a different ruler from the one I had here last time. And this ruler here, there are some quilts hanging up behind us, and I've used this ruler to make all of those, and they're very different quilts.
Right.
So they're all different from one another. And I've used some new things in them that people might not think of using in a quilt, like organza. And it's a reverse applique, and you can do lots and lots of different designs with it, and you use more than one piece of the rulers together, and it's just a marvellous new thing.
So, for instance, this one, because I know this is a project we've got coming up, you'll have used the ruler on here to create these sort of shapes.
Yes, and all of those applique pieces in the middle, yes.
Fantastic. In fact, all of the projects that you see with us on the show today, you've used the ruler, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
So really is an essential. Lots of fabric in there as well with the interfacing. So how much of the fabric are we getting there in terms of sizes?
So you're getting the full width of the roll of the organza, and that is... I want to say 150 centimetres.
Okay.
And you'll get a foot of it, really. So you get,
foot.
and it's more than enough to do all of these little designs and intricate little pieces, and it's quite soft and floaty.
Beautiful.
But I'm going to show you how to put that
How
in.
to use it.
Yeah, so that's easy to work in there.
So we've got that lovely black with a sort of silvery shimmer. We've got the black with the gold. We've got the gorgeous, would you say,
the silver
silver and the gold.
Silver and the gold as well to go with.
Beautiful. And the organza we've got because that was the thing I was going to ask you, wasn't it? That's what we said at the top of the show, didn't we?
Why are you using that in a quilt?
Yeah, I was like, well, how's that going to be used? So if we look at this one, Josie, you've used it.
It's a highlighter, really, and it's sort of for textile artists. It's really very useful to because people might, if they're painting, they might use white to highlight things. Yeah. They can use the silver organza and the gold organza to sort of reflecting light and things.
On the tips, those edges where the sun would hit.
And it works really well with the waxed sparkle fabric that we've got as well, so that's why I've put them together.
Gorgeous, and we've also got the black and the white interfacing, £31.99, 152088. And don't worry, Josie will be showing us just how the mechanics of this fantastic ruler works, but we just want to show you everything we've got on the show today. So next up we've got the large quilt, and again this is this one behind me because we get it in two options. So if you love this design, we've got the white floral. This is the one I'm holding right now.
So in amongst that pack you also get the ruler and so that you can do the whole thing together. Brilliant. So
this again is using the ruler, so you get the ruler with this as well.
Yes, you do.
That's your first option.
You get the ruler and the interfacing, and such a variety of smaller pieces that because my taste is not necessarily your taste. Yeah. You can choose. There'll be so much spare. Yeah. You'll be able to do much more than that.
Oh, fantastic! Oh, we've got the black sparkle option as well. Mm-hmm. So but it's that design.
Both of those designs work in both. If you want to use the sparkle to do the other thing, the other pattern, then that will work as well.
Right. So whichever one we go with, you get the pattern.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to work it out from the instructions from one. It's very clear. You'll be able to make your way through the other designs.
Fantastic. So it's the same order number, but you choose which one you want.
Yes, that's right.
The cream. In terms of, you do get these full instructions, obviously, and this pattern, which is the white one behind me, the white floral, and great clear instructions with all your pictures in there as well. Now, you get all of these beautiful pieces of material, don't you? I mean, if I just have a little look, these are gorgeous. So you've chosen these yourself, haven't you, Josie?
Yeah. We stock a huge range of batik, but I've picked these out because the quality of the batik is so lovely. Yeah. It's a very high thread count, and it works really well with the quality of the white cotton that we've chosen too.
Beautiful.
It's very, very. It's the texture of it, and the thread count mean that it doesn't fray very much. It's a very you can hold it up to the light. Some batiks that are finer have other uses as well, but these batiks are very firm. They are strong, and you're going to really love the vibrant colours in them as well.
Beautiful. So that's our white option, the white floral, £63.99. You do get the ruler as well. So that'll be the one on my left side here. Then we've also got the black option, the black sparkle option, which is the one we were just looking at, or in the black. So here it is again, and again you get all those lovely sparkling elements, that material as well. Now this is cut in a different way, Josie. Can I ask the obvious question?
This is a different kind of fabric altogether. It's called waxed African.
Ah, okay.
And it's got a special sparkle texture on it. It doesn't come in the same way that other fabric comes on a bolt. It comes in pieces like this.
I see.
And so what I did was I went through it and made a selection of different colours, and each bundle will be slightly different, but you'll get essentially all the colours that you need.
Wow.
And again, there's so much choice in there that you'll be able to work that into whatever you do. You'll get several projects from this.
Wow, these feel very special, Josie. I've never seen material quite like it. Wow, they really pop, don't they?
You see that some of them have small holes in them?
Yes, I do,
and because you get the ruler bundle as well, the organza goes with that as well, so you can put the organza behind that to make that
if that
even more, if that's what you want to do.
Beautiful. God, look at that. So pretty. So this is your the black sparkle option, and again, you get the, what do we call this? The black.
This is black cotton.
The black
This
cotton.
is a 90 by 90. I've cut it this size because essentially it's easy that size to work in your sewing machine. Most people who have a domestic sewing machine can work with that size quite nicely.
Okay.
And then if they want to add to it, they can add panels around the side, or even cut it up if they want to make squares, and just do smaller pieces if that's what they want to do.
But essentially we've got enough to make, what size was this again,
This
Josie?
is 90 by 90.
90 by 90.
90 by 90.
Okay, brilliant. So the two options there, 436600. There is, that's the original. This is the first bundle that we showed you with the ruler, the essential, that's the essential bundles.
Yes.
That's
You
the first
get
one
the
we
whole
started
bundle.
with.
You get all of the ruler, the organza, the interfacing, the instructions, the cotton, and the batik with that one as well.
So we're just showing you that now because that's my fault. I didn't make it clear. I do apologise, viewers. So with the two quilt options of the black or the white, you are getting that initial bundle as well that we talked about, the ruler, the organza, the interfacing as well. So they can see that on the screen there. £63.99, 436600. All right, now we've got, what did you call this? A ombre quilt. This is fabulous. Let me just hold this up because it's always lovely to see the finished product. And we've got 3 different colourway options with the ombre quilt kit. The orange, the purple or the green. So what do we get in this kit then, Josie?
So in this kit, this is a smaller version. So you get the ombre fabric, you get interfacing, and then you get the sparkle fabric as well. You get the waxed African, and it's a smaller bundle of waxed African, but you still get a lovely variety in there. And the idea of the ombre fabric and the smaller pieces, if you wanted to make a few to put together, you can do some cushions, or you could make them into wall hangings individually, and that will work nicely as well. The sparkle fabric works so well with the colour change across the fabric.
Yes, I love that colour change. That's what I'm just trying to show everybody there.
Same piece of sparkle
Beautiful,
fabric on
isn't it?
different sides of the fabric and get a totally different look.
That graduation of colour is very dynamic, isn't it? That's really quite beautiful.
And
so,
again,
sorry,
this is very, very funky needlework. It's because we do like a bit of bright and sparkly. We are known for our bold, and this works really well with some of the pastels as well, because if you want a nice contrast to calm it down a little bit, because you know not everybody's taste is the same as mine, that would work as well.
So we get all the interfacing.
So you get the interfacing, so you can do the same project.
And you get all of that lovely African, what do we call it? The African...
The waxed African.
Yes, the waxed African material.
Yes, that's right.
You choose which colourway you want, of the orange, the green or the purple.
And this also comes with the ruler.
And it also comes with the
ruler bundle.
The ruler bundle, the essentials kit. So
Yes,
that organza and the ruler and the black and the white.
Yes, you get the right amount of interfacing, yes.
Isn't that lovely, the graduation? Isn't that beautiful?
Orange is my favourite colour.
Is it?
I love orange.
Well, you've got your orange on today,
I always have a
haven't
little
you?
bit of orange in there, just poking
That
it.
is lovely. So how much of that are we getting of the
You get
material?
in inches. I work in inches and centimetres.
That's okay.
Sometimes it's confusing a bit. So 50 centimetres by a bit more than 50 centimetres.
Okay,
is how I translate that in my head. And so if you wanted to make a good couple of cushions out of that, you'd get some 20 by 20 inches.
Great, and of course we get our pattern as well. Let me just show you the finished product. So you get the African, I keep forgetting the
waxed
waxed
African.
African. I keep forgetting the name of it.
Sorry,
the waxed African, those beautiful vibrant colours. You choose if you want the purple, the orange or the green, and there's the sample. And obviously you do get that essentials bundle as well,
so
with the ruler, the organza and the interfacing.
So once you've used the ruler and you've got the instructions, you'll be able to do all sorts of things after that.
Yeah,
you'll be playing with it forever.
£47.99, 497 323. Another option we have on the show are half metre fabric packs in 3 different colourways. We've got the bold, we've got the summer and the autumn. Summer, autumn, bold. Summer, autumn, bold.
That's right. Yeah.
So summer because it's all brighter, autumn because autumnal shades, and bold.
That's right.
Stands for a reason. So what do we get in these then?
So you're getting a piece of the white cotton, which is 90 by 90 again, and that's the same size as the initial quilt that we talked about. And you're getting 3 half metres of the batik. And these really are very good for extension packs for the quilts that you've already started.
Ah, okay.
So if you wanted to make it bigger, if you wanted to put it on the back, if you wanted to do some cushions that would work with it, the colours work I think batik works with batik.
Beautiful.
No matter, you know, what you put together. So that's the summer option. That's the summer option.
Let's have a look at the autumn option. Again, you get the white. And lovely, this batik is gorgeous. So a washable, won't fade.
Washable. When you put it in water, some of the colour will come out into the water, but it won't affect the vibrancy of the fabric.
Lovely.
So don't be afraid of that. I wouldn't wash it with your favourite white T-shirt.
Ah, yes.
But if you want to, if it's a wall hanging, it's not going to be washed very often anyway. I mean, how often do you put your paintings in the wash? And I like this one here because of the because if you're a textile artist, you'll get loads of leaf shapes from this ruler, and you would get and this one here for the autumnal leaves would be great for that.
Fantastic. And then last but not least, our bold option, as the name suggests, nice and bright and bold.
It is.
Beautiful.
It's a good contrast.
Oh, fantastic! That batik material is gorgeous, isn't it?
I love it. I like the scale. I like the these are similar prints but different colours.
Yeah.
And then you've got a contrast in the other one with some orange in it as well.
Remind me, how much of this are we getting again, Josie?
Half a metre.
Half a metre.
Half a metre at the full width of the bolt, which is 112 centimetres.
Fantastic. Half a metre of each of those.
Yeah.
And then these were the 90
These
centimetres.
are 90 centimetres by 90 centimetres.
Fantastic. £25.99, 773 145. Brilliant. Let's have a look at the website as well, and then we'll see the fantastic ruler in action from your essentials pack. And obviously with the large quilt projects as well. So lots on there. Got the little lamps there as well. We've got the quilting books on there as well. There'll be they'll have your cotton threads on there. We'll have extra material as well. We've got the offcuts in this confetti sparkle pack, which again, that's been very busy as well. We'll have a little look at that. Yeah, the confetti sparkle pack, because they're just great for your quilting and the little bits, and they're fantastic. Yeah. So you actually get how much? Gosh.
Yeah, I did it in grams.
You did it in grams.
So it's a small pack. It's 25 grams. It's just a mixture of lovely pieces. I mean, you'll get small leaves from that. You could get flowers from that. You could just put them all together and make something very, very jazzy.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's just a nice little treat because it sparkles.
Gorgeous. Oh, man, it's stunning, stunning. It's proven very popular as well. Beautiful. I mean, that was in your the waxed African.
Yeah.
Pack. Isn't that gorgeous? Just for those little catches of catch the eye, the glimmer, little leaves, flowers, whatever.
I like the orange one.
I'm going to pluck out the orange for you there.
What's your favourite colour?
But usually blue. But I'm embracing. I love this kind of bright vibrancy and the yellow. Yeah, that's great. The blue is my favourite overall colour. But anyway, they're all. To be honest, who needs to have a favourite when you're looking at these gorgeous? They're all fabulous. Okay, so that's proven very popular as well. The little sparkle pack there, £9.99. Details on the screen there as well. 056 444. Okay, so you've designed this ruler, Josie.
I did. I like that. I like to do something different.
Yeah.
So this ruler is, you get lots of different ways out of it, and you get lots of pieces that work together. Now you'll notice that there's 2 holes there, and that's because I kept losing them. So this is a clever trick. Yeah. And I'm sorry about the state of my pincushion, but this is what a crafter's pincushion looks like. And what I did was I just pinned them to my pincushion so that I don't keep losing them. Okay. So they go actually in there, so I don't lose them. Okay. So the idea of this is that you can use 2 of the pieces together. You can draw and cut, and it's essentially for a reverse applique. Now I'm going to do some on some paper, because one of the hints for the larger quilts is when you're laying your pieces out, you need to have a good idea of where you're going to put all your pieces. So I suggest making a few paper templates first. Okay. So I'm going to just, I'll just kind of, I mean, that's not lovely. So if I hold that up, can you? Yeah. So if I'll do it this way around, it might be easier to do it on there. So the idea of this is, I'll just move that forward slightly. That's it. Okay. So I'm right-handed. So I'm right-handed, so I'll have the curves on this side. So if I were doing a leaf shape from this, on the outer line there, I would draw. Take it off, turn it over, and it will do the same thing on this side.
So that lovely sort of petal shape.
Yeah. Well, there's a really clever thing actually with this one. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so then I've got this lovely leaf shape. So if I'm going to do reverse applique, if this were on fabric, I cut this out, and I could, but that would just leave me with raw edges.
Right.
So what I would do is I would stitch through, put the interfacing on the top, stitch through, which I'll show you in a minute. And then when it comes to cutting the middle out, use the ruler again. So you've got that back on there. So this is my stitched fabric, and I can use the rotary cutter. I won't do it because I don't want to blunt my ruler. And around there like that. Turn it over.
And just follow the ruler around and cut again.
And follow the ruler around.
Brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So that's one of the ways of using this. You can use this larger piece around here and the smaller one. Now this one here is really clever.
Yes, I'm looking at all these little bits and the reasons behind them. Yeah.
So this one here is this is a 1/4 inch and this is at a 1/2 inch. Now I must give some credit to somebody else because Andy from Craft UK, who makes the rulers for me. I design them and then he makes them. He's really clever. He came up with this a long time ago, and this is at a 1/4 inch ruler. So you can add a 1/4 inch onto anything, putting your pencil in and going around it. Now, up until I'd seen this, I used to use an old washer, which wasn't ideal because it didn't work very well. But then I thought, well, why not use at a 1/2 inch? Because this shape here, in one piece, you've got a leaf shape. Or, I'll just make the pencil a bit longer. You've got.
I've not seen these before.
Do you remember spirograph? When you were a kid?
Totally. Yeah.
A petal shape.
Wow.
Because although you've got a point on the inner one,
but there you have it at an extra 1/2 inch.
You've got an extra 1/2 inch.
And the other one was a 1/4.
The other one's a 1/4.
Wow, that's the first time I've seen that. I know sewers probably have, Josie. So,
this is at a 1/2 inch. So if I then go and stitch around this outside line, when I want to come and cut the middle out, I can just put this back in the middle, use my rotary cutter, and cut the middle out. And
gives you that little bit of a safety net there. Yeah,
and it's the same thing.
Yeah,
and the same thing works with the smaller pieces as well. It's a little bit more fiddly. This is a really good tip, actually. So if you're cutting up both sides of a ruler, so for instance, up there and up there, I don't want to cut away and then cut back towards myself.
No.
What I would normally do is I would stand at the corner of a table, lay it across the table, cut up that way, leave it where it is, walk around the corner of the table, and cut back this way as well.
Right.
So that I'm never cutting towards myself.
No.
So it's always quite to keep your fingers attached.
Exactly.
Very important part of sewing.
You need our fingers.
It is. Right, so there's, so here's some I made earlier. So I'm going to lay them out just on the black, really. So this is the same principle.
That's a very pretty shape.
You can use the same principle. So feathers for quilters.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is great. So feathers for quilters, round in a circle even. This is where you get to play with them. When you've got pieces of paper, you can kind of do up that way. We've got another one. It's great.
Oh, wow.
So you can do all sorts of...
Do like a big peacock, couldn't you?
You could do all kinds of things. It's absolutely great. And then you have leaves and petals all at once.
Lovely shapes.
So if I just... the outside edge as well.
Oh, yes, I hadn't thought about that. The lovely undulation you've got at the bottom there.
So we've got an awful lot... Sorry about that. I'm a very messy worker.
No, you're fine. Got lots of room.
It's okay. We'll use this edge here. So on the large floral quilt, the white large floral quilt, it has grass at the edges.
Yeah.
So if I just open this piece of paper out long ways, I'll show you where I got the shape from that. So this is, you see that this lovely sweeping curve here?
Yeah.
But it's more of a curve at the top there. So I position it like this. You can use the rotary cutter. If I do it in a pencil, you'll see it.
Yes, it's at the sides of the quilt coming in. When we go back to the counter, I'll show you everybody that.
So then if I leave that at the top,
and
angle that,
beautiful, like waves or vines,
or dragon's teeth,
or octopus tentacles,
all kinds. Octopus tentacles. Oh yes, I like the idea that I can just do some. That's great. And this one here. The other side of it also gives you relief as well. So I might be able to fit that on there.
So that could do a big leaf, couldn't it?
This could do it. I can see cheese plants and all sorts of things.
Oh yeah,
so
big cheese
from top to bottom, flip it over, and I'm going to draw on my mat. But you can see there.
Fantastic,
lovely
yeah.
curves that you can get.
So much in it.
There's so many different ways that you can do all kinds of different patterns. All of the quilts that we worked with have got something different about them. The tips of with the organza, I'll show you how to do that later on as well. And the middle one, I think it was Fireworks, the small ombre quilt. That was what inspired that, really. And then it was suggested to me that it was a splosh of paint. I thought, well, I like that as well. So whatever you see in it, you see in it. That's great.
Is it all right if I have a quick recap and then I'll come back to you for another demonstration, Josie? Is that all right? I think it'd be a good time to actually revisit the fantastic bundles that Josie's brought with her today. Now, if you want the ruler bundle on its own, nearly a quarter of the stock has gone. Now, this includes the ruler itself, obviously, that Josie's been demonstrating, the organza fabric, all four of those, in the silver and the gold, and the black with the gold and the black with silver, the interfacing as well, or the interlining, we were having a discussion about which way do you call it, in there as well. That's the Essentials bundle itself. Now, that is £31.99, 152088, if that's what you're after. However, with the quilt bundles that I'm about to show you now, you are getting all of that, and then you're also getting your fabric, depending on which design choice you want. So remember, you are getting all of that Essentials bundle, plus if you want to go for the white floral, then you will get that lovely batik material to create that lovely floral quilt there in the white. And you've also got the choice of the black sparkle as well. So you get all of the Essentials bundle, but you can go for the wax African material in the black. So essentially you can make either of these. So this is the black with the wax African, the black sparkle, and this is the size it will make. And you, like I said, with this comes obviously the actual, what do we call it, Essentials bundle, and of course the pattern. The pattern, that's the word I'm struggling for. And then we've also got the white floral as well. I'm just going to move over because this is what Josie was just showing us. You see these elements here with the ruler at the side and then creeping up. And then we were making the larger petals going a half an inch more. Isn't that so we can make flowers? I mean, isn't that gorgeous? So that's the white floral as well. So we've got 2 flexi-buy payments on the black sparkle or the white floral, which comes with the Essentials pack. £32, 2 flexi-buy payments, or £63.99, 436600. So the white floral comes with all these beautiful hand-picked batik materials there. So pretty, and as Josie said, you know, they go so well together. Kind of has got a mermaid, and I think that's where I went with the octopus mermaid feel. Look at all the watery blues and purples and violets and a bit of rose pink there. And then we move into those beautiful, gorgeous greens and sunshine yellows. Aren't they beautiful? The patterns on them, and gorgeous quality as well. And like Josie said, you know, you're going to have loads left over. So variation of a theme, you can follow the pattern, which is beautiful, or get creative with it with that fantastic ruler. And of course it does come with the cotton as well, obviously for the front and the interface. And then it's up to you if you want to use your quilting or what kind of wadding you want to use. That's your first choice. So that comes with the Essentials bundle, the ruler, the organza and the interfacing. And you get the white cotton and all those lovely materials plus the pattern. And then the wax African in the black sparkle option. And again, it's a bit like the little sparkle packs, isn't it? But much bigger. But again, just look at the sparkle on this material. It's quite special, isn't it? And this is how it's cut. It has to be cut differently. But wow, I mean, gosh, I know blue's my favourite, but look at this. Look at that material. I mean, oh my goodness. And then obviously, as Josie explained, you know, some of them have the little holes in it, deliberate in the design, obviously, but you can put the organza behind that as well, or you can use the organza to highlight. It's really something quite special. Really beautiful. So that's the black option. Again, as I said, it comes with the Essentials bundle, all the black material obviously for the front to make that lovely black sparkle quilt, and of course your ruler and all the organza. 2 flexi-buy payments of £32. Same order number. You choose whether you want the white or the black sparkle. 436600. So don't forget, comes with the ruler and the organza and the interfacing. Now the ruler bundle on its own, which we're just calling the Essential bundle, so that is the actual ruler itself and the 4 organza pieces. This is just the Essential bundle, and it comes with the pieces of interfacing. That is £31.99. 152088. That's nearly a third of the stock gone. So then it's up to you to actually supply your own. It's actually to supply your own materials for your design. So we've got the interfacing with that as well, your black and the white. You've got the ruler and the 4 bolts of the organza. £31.99, 152088. That's just the essentials bundle. If you want the ombre quilt, so you get everything here, the essentials bundle. So the ruler, the organza, the interfacing. So this is the ombre quilt. There are 3 choices with the ombre quilt. So you get all of this essentials bundle that is in front of me here, the ruler, the organza and the interfacing. And then you choose whether, because this is what it makes, you want the beautiful, vibrant orange, the gorgeous, are we calling it the green or the yellow? Green and the purple. So you choose which of those for the front of this lovely quilt you desire. But it does come with that essentials pack. That's in front of me here. Just to reiterate that. So purple, orange or the green. Which one would I go? Well, I don't know. I'm quite taken with this green. Now, I know Josie would go for the orange. She loves orange. But then when you look at it, she's made it here on the purple. You see, that's equally beautiful as well. It's hard, isn't it, to decide? Isn't that lovely? And, of course, don't forget you do get the wax African materials in there as well so that you can actually patch those beautiful petals and leaves. So that's in that pack, you see, as well as choosing which of the options you want. So you do get the sparkle, the wax sparkle African Spax material as well. £47.99 for that one, and obviously the pattern, you must forget the pattern. 497323, orange, purple or green. Now we've also got our fabric packs with the half meters, the 3 half meters of summer. This is your summer option. And it comes with the white cotton, 90 by 90, £25.99. That's your summer option, 773145. We've also got the autumn option. So you could actually get these options and your essentials bundle, and you're off again. £25.99, that's your autumn bundle. And then your final option, the bold option, proving the most popular there. And that comes with your white. How much of the white? 90 by 90 of the white, isn't it? I don't know, why has that picture got black in it, Josie? Should we ignore that?
I think it might come with black.
Oh, well, can you choose whether you want the white or the black?
You can, if you tell them you can choose.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell. If there's some confusion, of course, whichever people want. If they want the black, that's fine.
Because we've only got the white on it today. Yeah. Okay, 773145. Oh, the confetti pack, yeah, the sparkle confetti pack. I hope you don't mind. This has proven so busy with our wax African sparkle, beautiful material there. And you've measured it in grams, didn't you?
In grams.
So how much does...
It's 25 grams.
25 grams. Oh, that's a lot of sparkle material there. And this beautiful. I mean, look at that. Oh, stunning. There's Josie's favourite. You see, look at these two together. They just pop.
They're great, aren't they?
Oh, amazing. £9.99, 056444. Have a little look on the website as well. Okay, thanks, Josie. Now, back to your lovely, lovely ruler.
Right. So, I thought, well, because we've got this, not everybody's done reverse applique, so I'll just do a little quick demonstration.
Okay.
On how this works. I'm just going to use the simplest shape that we've got. And this is slightly curved, but so bear with me. I've put this on here, so this is the fabric. So I would normally have the right side of the fabric up. Okay. It doesn't really make any difference because it's black all the way through, and the glue side up on the interfacing. Because this is iron-on interfacing. So be careful when you've ironed your fabric before you've started to let it cool down before you put this on, otherwise you'll have all kinds of melting going on. So I'm just going to draw rather than stitch first. I'm just going to draw around this, and then in the sewing machine I've got a bright green thread. Now I wouldn't normally use a bright green thread,
but it'll work for us today.
But I want to use one that you can see.
Yes, thank you.
See where I've stitched.
That's helpful for the cameras.
Yeah, the black wouldn't show up so well really. So I'm just going to stitch. Now another useful tip is not to start at the point.
Okay.
Start just after the point when you're stitching. If you're stitching 2 whole shapes together all the way around, if you start away from a corner, you can give it a little tug when you're finished if it's puckered up at all. So needle in, always start with the needle in, and off we go. Oh, speed. I'm using a jeans needle here. Now, you don't always need to use a jeans needle for something so fine, But when you move over to the thicker fabric with the waxed African fabric,
Yeah.
jeans needles are great. And sometimes people are a bit nervous about using a bigger needle because it leaves holes.
I've never heard of a jeans needle. Is it a brand or is it a type of needle?
It's a type of needle. It's nice and thick and strong, so you can get
so like denim material.
It's
I
for sewing
see,
denim.
right? Because that material with the wax,
It's
the wax
firm.
African, yeah, it is, isn't it?
is,
It's got a
firm.
good bit of substance to it,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
So you want to be able to get through that with no problem at all, because you
Yeah.
are also going through wadding probably, and some other fabrics on the top and the bottom. So I use the jeans needle, and if you do end up with a few little holes, because of the size of the needle, which people are often a bit nervous about, you get a tiny wet paintbrush or just wet your finger and rub it down there, and the holes will just disappear. It's a very clever tip for all sorts of things. So I've just gone to the end, left the needle in, and swiveled around, and go back to where I started from. Okay, so I'm now going to cut around this. Could you pass me the smaller cutting mat, please?
Oh, I'm so
This
sorry.
one.
Yes, of course.
That one, thank you. I wouldn't normally cut up here, but I think I need to stay in one place. Thank you. And there's that small one. Okay, so this is the one that we started with. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the ruler over slightly.
Mm-hmm. So you just lean it in at an angle. Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm standing up straight, I can see
Yeah,
easier.
yeah.
but,
It's just for the purposes of today.
yeah. Turn it around. And again, if I were standing up, I would just walk around the other side of the table and do this. That's lovely. So I'm not going all the way to the stitching. I'm just cutting out.
You also got about half an inch in, haven't you?
Yeah.
12 centimetre, haven't you? Okay, I'm intrigued.
So I'm just going to get the scissors now, and all I'm going to do is snip. I love that word.
Snip.
Snip. So snip all. You see where the green thread is?
Yeah.
Just snipping all the way into there.
Ah.
So the next time I come on, I'm going to remember to bring my reading glasses. The green thread is helping the.
Now you're just cutting.
I'm cutting
into
towards the
curve.
stitching.
Yeah.
And I'm cutting this side, not that side, this side.
Okay.
So I'm cutting the inside of the shape, not the outside of the shape.
Why is that then?
Because I'm going to poke the outside of the shape through the hole and turn the whole thing on its head.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
I'll cut my spaghetti off. I like to cut my spaghetti off as I'm going, because otherwise you're left with a big trail of it at the end. These are my favourite scissors that I'm using.
Oh, well, I was admiring your snippers.
These are the only scissors I have that have got my name on.
They're amazing.
so that they're mine. These are applique scissors.
Ah.
And
they're rather swoo.
this is not usually how they're used, but I use them for all sorts of things. Right, so I've snipped all the way around. Oop, that's it. Okay. And then this is the clever part. If I just remove this cutting mat, you'll be able to see that. So if I poke this top part through the hole, all the way around. I'm just going to give it a little finger press as I'm going around there. And at this side as well.
Ah.
So it just keeps all of those little threads at bay.
So this is the trick with your interfacing.
This is what the interfacing is for. Now before I go to iron anything, check your points, because sometimes if you haven't cut quite far enough into the little points, it can pull a bit across there. But that seems to be fine. And if you had, you just undo it a little bit, pull it back, and cut it again. See this end here? You might be able to see there.
Yeah.
It's not bad actually.
I could barely see that, Josie, to be honest. If I'm honest. You're obviously a perfectionist.
Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm just going to pull my little ironing board across because I don't want to melt the iron.
So this is for our beautiful colour material to pop through.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now that I've got this like this, I'm going to iron it from the top side.
So would you, if you're doing the quilt, because I know it's in the instructions, you do all the elements first. Would you do it that way round?
The interfacing and the top fabric are the same size.
Right.
And I did that so that you could do all of your shapes all at once.
Right.
Now you will all have lots of connected holes, if you like. So before you can poke it through, you have to separate them. So you have to cut it in between the shapes and separate them, and then they'll all go through the holes. But you do all of the stitching at once. It's much quicker because if you can just go straight from one leaf or petal shape to the next one, to the next one. Don't stitch between them because that won't work. No. But just lift the needle out and put it back in.
Yeah. And then cut and then cut. Apply, create your... Yeah.
So I'm just ironing this a little bit so that will all stay back, and that lovely crisp edge that you get. Absolutely lovely.
Now, quick stock update. The confetti packs, $9.99. A third of the stock has gone. Now, this is the only hour we have with the lovely Josie today. So if you love that wax African sparkling material there, please don't miss out. And obviously, we've got that in one of the quilt packs as well. $9.99, but a third of the stock's on 056 444. Brand new today. Beautiful.
Right. I'm just going to cut a little bit of fleece here because it's important to have a bit of something.
Bit of substance.
Bit of substance.
We've got the essentials pack, don't forget, on the screen. So this is Josie has designed this ruler, and I know you love the last ruler she brought with us a month ago. So this creates all these lovely petal shapes and undulating shapes, and it's the essentials pack that comes with the interfacing and also the organza bolts as well. Forgive me, it's just the little components there. $31.99, 152088. Well, I guess once you've got this, you can just create your own shapes. You don't necessarily have to follow a pattern.
You don't. It's great. You can just create until your heart's
You've done some nice quilting stitching with it as well, haven't you?
Yeah, on the
sparkle one, black sparkle one with bright thread. Looks lovely.
I love that. I like a bit of bright. So all I've done here is I've made a little sandwich. So I've got a back piece of fleece, and then this one, and a little bit of.
Do you want to go for orange?
Oh, yeah.
Go for orange.
Go for orange. I'll go for the orange one.
Stunning.
That's great. So I'm just
you must have fun sourcing all the material. Is that a part of the job you love doing, Josie?
Well, it's very bad because you have to sort of restrict yourself.
Too much beautiful choice.
Yeah. And some of the places that I get the fabric from, they know what I'm going to like and what I don't like.
Ah, right.
So this is just stitched in.
Yeah. Wow.
So you can go through this with I mean, I've got green thread in there, so I could use a very fancy ornate wiggly stitch over the edge, or just a hemming stitch, sort of stitch, 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 on, off, stitch, 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 on, off, and all the way around. You could do zigzag, you could just do top stitching all the way around, and that'd be fine as well.
Fantastic. Lovely, looks amazing.
So to get that to stay together, I'm just going to give it it doesn't stick it, but I just think that if you're going to...
So low heat on this kind of material is okay?
It's okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not... if I'm using a lot of the interfacing, I would use a piece of wax, greaseproof paper or a pressing cloth.
Right.
But this is, it's quite
stable.
Yes, it's quite good. So if I just stitch around there. So do you want to, shall I choose a...
yes, you go for it.
Elaborate stitch.
Surprise me.
I'm only going to stitch one end because I want to show you how to do the organza in the next stitch.
Oh yes, yes, that'd be lovely. Yeah, we've probably got about 15 minutes remaining, just so that you know, Josie.
That's okay, that's fine.
Because that would be nice. Because I also like struggle with organza.
So I'll have a stitch. Okay.
We'll wait and see what Josie's going to produce. What's the stitch you're going to have?
So I'll do two different stitches. I'll do up one side. So even though this is a hemming stitch,
yeah,
because it's a green thread, it's got quite a nice...
Oh, I like it a lot.
So I'm only going to go halfway up.
Oh, that looks so nice.
That's lovely, isn't it?
It's got a great colour pop with the green.
And then up the other, so on the other side, I'll do a little bit of a different stitch, just to sort of show you how it works with that. So let's just have a little think. Something. Okay. So if you're stitching round a curve, if you use a stitch that's curvy rather than a straight edge stitch, it goes.
It'd be a better match.
Yeah. Okay. I'm using, the foot I'm using is a wide foot, so it's an open-toed foot, so I can see where I'm going, which is good. But it's also, it's got long toes, so that I can keep the fabric down nice and flat.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Oh, I see, that's equally as beautiful. Lovely. Great. Is it all right if I have a quick recap, Josie, and then we'll come back to the organza?
Yeah, that's great.
Is that okay? So we are talking right now for the ruler essential bundle. So you do get the interfacing and the black and the white there. You get the gorgeous organza bolts, and you also get, obviously, the ruler there as well. Brilliant. $31.99, 152088. Fabulous. So that's proven very popular. Nearly 40% of the stock has gone, $31.99. Yeah, fantastic. Now, we've also got the Sparkle bundle, and that is $9.99. That is proving very popular. A third of the stock had already gone. 056444 $9.99, and that's that lovely wax African material in there as well. So please don't miss out, because that's proving very popular. Now we've got two colour options, two colourway options. Now with these, can I just say, because I don't want to confuse anybody, you do get that essentials bundle. So it does include the ruler, it does include the interfacing, the black and the white, and it does include the organza. That is with either of these options, so that you're ready to go, and you can either make the black sparkle or the white floral. So this one is the white floral. You get all of that 90 by 90 pure white cotton, so you can do the front. You get all the batik material as well to fill those gorgeous shapes that we've looked at a few of them. £63.99 436600. 2 flexi-buy payments available on that of £32. Gorgeous. But we do get the second option pattern as well, which is the black sparkle. Yeah, that's lovely. And oh, I love those batik materials, gorgeous. So the black sparkle, you can see is sparkling beside me here. So again, you get everything that's in the essentials bundle. You do get a beautiful black cotton for the front. We were just discussing with Josie, you know, the lovely stitching with the lime green there, again, done with a ruler. And you get all of that lovely wax African material as well in this. And you've got the 2 flexi-buy payments as well. So same order number, you decide whether you want the white floral or the black sparkle. 436600. I mean, where are you going to hang it? You could make this a much larger project as well. If you wanted to turn it into a quilt, it could be a wall hanging. I mean, that is so vibrant in the kitchen, in the lounge. Something sort of evening about it, isn't it? It's that sparkle. Or in your, I don't know if you have a conservatory, you might want to make it into a larger piece for a table. It's a real statement piece, isn't it? Yeah. Do you know what I'm thinking? Sometimes when you're going up the stairs, you have those long areas. You never know what to do with them. They're just, as you're going up the stairs, either you're looking at them, or when you've gone up the stairs, it's behind you. So as you're going down the stairs, it's that bit there. And it's a really, really long one in my old house. And you always needed a hanging, a dramatic hanging, because you're looking at it for quite a bit as you come down. It's the first thing you see. So I always think those kind of areas are great for the hangings. And of course, add to the design, yeah. As Josie's been saying, you've got that ruler, whether you want to make a nautical theme, whether you want flowers, whether you want petals, I can see a big peacock, big, beautiful peacock. A vase of flowers, a bouquet, I mean, a garden sanctuary. It could be anything, couldn't it, with that ruler. 436600, the black sparkle or the white floral. And as you know, that's everything you're getting there. 2 design choices, get the instructions, and of course, the essentials pack is in there as well. We've got the ombre quilt now as well. Comes with the black and the white interfacing. Comes with the essential bundle. Comes with the wax African materials to fill in the patch. Well, the patch, when I say patchwork, it sounds a bit not the right description. But 3 colourways, 3 colourway choices. Purple, green or orange. And you can see that lovely graduation of a colour there. And in the lead is the orange, Josie's favourite. She'll be pleased about that. $47.99. So you get the instructions. You choose purple, green or orange, the wax African materials and all of the essentials pack with your interfacing, your organza, which we're going to look at with Josie now in a minute, and of course your ruler. And you can make something beautiful like that, whether they turn into big cushions or turn into a bigger quilt. I mean, you can change that design, don't forget, because you've got your ruler now. $47.99, $497.323. And then finally, your 3.5 metre fabrics with your 90 by 90 white cotton as well. You've got the choice of summer, autumn or gold. And here they are. Bold, sorry, not gold. Summer, autumn or bold. Slip of the tongue. So lovely, lovely fabrics. 0.5 metre of each of these. Really, this is the summer. Beautiful. Yeah. And that's your summer, summer blue skies. And then you've got your autumn, as it suggests, with those colourways. And then, there we go, beautiful, isn't it? Then you've also got your bold, and this being your bold here. Still in the lead of the bold, we're loving the bold, $25.99, $773.145, and of course it comes with the 90 by 90 white cotton as well. Let's have a look at the website as well, if there's any other hidden extras that we need, like our threads, our materials, our sparkle pack, don't forget, proven very popular. Lots more on there, quilting book ideas, threads, other materials, so have a little look if there's anything you are missing. If you're spending £60 or more, don't forget it'll open up a flexi-buy order for you. So you can add to that as much as you like and create a flexi-buy order for yourself. You don't just have to take out a flexi-buy order in the show. You can create one if you're ordering over £60, don't forget. Right, the organza. The conundrum of the organza, Josie.
Oh, it's great. Organza is a lovely fabric to work with. People are often frightened of it because they think, oh, it's going to catch on a needle, or it's going to... Well, it won't. Use it. I firmly believe in new project, new needle, and so that, and it's the right kind of needle, you'll be fine. Okay. Okay. So this one here, I'm just going to cut a piece of this off randomly. I would normally be a little bit more economical with my fabric, but that's okay. So you'll see that this has got a bend. I know it's creased, this piece, but it's got a bend that way or that way. So find the right direction of your fabric.
Really? That's never even occurred to me,
Josie.
Josie.
It kind of rolls that way nicely.
Yeah. And then it looks awkward if...
But it doesn't roll so well. You can feel it. It's just not... It doesn't roll as well.
Wow, that's never... I'm going to have a go now. That has never ever occurred to me.
So you can feel that it rolls easily one way. And then the other way, it just doesn't quite want to...
Doesn't like it, resists a bit,
yeah,
does
it just doesn't want to do what it's, it'll go into points.
Oh, there is a difference, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's a slidey,
yeah,
and a not happy. Slidey, it likes it. Slidey, likey. Roly, not likey. Yeah.
So all I'm going to do is just cut up some longer pieces. So I've got 2 little rectangles here. This is a really simple thing to do. No, this doesn't work as well with ordinary applique, but because it's reverse applique, dead easy.
Oh, she says.
It is, honestly, dead easy. See, remember we stitched part of this, but we didn't stitch all of it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to peel that back a little bit and just position that underneath. Now, isn't that simple?
Well, it is now that you say it.
And then for this side, say if you had a big quilt and you couldn't peel that back,
yeah,
you just poke it underneath.
Just slide it in.
Poke it underneath. So this one...
Just to give everybody a quick update, the ruler bundle, the Essentials ruler bundle with your organza, remember the fold, half the stock's gone, just so you know, because we love Josie's rulers, yeah.
So if this is, so I've crossed over the 2 pieces, now that looks like a tip on something.
It does, yeah.
Or you can make a fan effect with it. And you can mix it up with the organzas that you've got. So you could put one of the black ones in there, one of the silver ones.
Yeah, you're giving us four bolts in there.
You mix it up. I mean, in the thistle quilt wall hanging that's behind me.
Yeah.
I've used the gold on the
pink,
on the
pinky
pinky
purple
purpley
bits,
one,
yeah.
and the silver on the other.
On the green. Ah, that's
And
the black sparkle one.
And you could use the fine ones over the top of some of the other pieces of black. So for this one, I could happily stitch, you know, just shapes into it and zigzag over the edge, and it would keep it down nicely. But this one, you can weave this all the way up a piece. So you could do one that way, one, whoops. It's unusual to do it because it's stitched. I would normally leave the stitching until I'd done the whole thing. And if I get another couple of pieces, do you have French pleats?
Yes,
do you
I
have
suppose it's like a French
pleats?
plait. Yeah.
So you've
Lovely.
got that kind of.
It's a lovely way of using the organza. It hadn't occurred to me.
Great.
Yeah.
It's lovely. So we've got
Just that little extra touch.
a little bit of extra.
That's beautiful. I really
So
like that.
Stitch all the way through it.
That adds another dimension, that.
A
I
little
really
bit
like
of
that.
extra sparkle.
I'm all for a bit of extra sparkle.
Well, I like a bit of sparkle too.
Clearly from these lovely wax African materials. Fantastic.
And it almost went down around the wrong side then.
Ah.
So
What would have been the disaster there then?
well, if I'm stitching down this side, because just because the way I've got the stitch, I think I can reverse it on my other machine. I don't think I can on this one. It would have stitched the other way. So I would have stitched,
yes,
stitch,
of course.
and then inwards.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
So
sorry.
I have to go down this side. So I'll just let me adjust the. That's right. So you stitch as well, do you?
Basically, yeah. I'm not the world's greatest, but I do like it. I want to introduce the kids to it a bit more as well. I think it's such a great skill. I used to teach it at school, but they don't do any more now, do they?
No, I have been into schools and
Have
done it
you?
with children, and they've always been very keen to do it.
We had it when we were in primary school, but I know my kids' school they don't. But,
I had the best sewing teacher in the world.
did
when I was at
you?
school. Oh, she was
That
lovely.
was so inspiring.
Miss Henderson.
Miss Henderson. Do you think it's her that got you on the journey?
Well, it was probably grandmas and
Oh,
aunties.
it's in the family,
and,
is it?
yeah,
Oh,
all that,
fantastic.
and then unavoidable.
What was brilliant about Miss Henderson then?
Well, where we lived, there were lots of factories and things, so she used to go around all the factories and get all the scraps from the factories.
all the bits left overs.
And I remember one day she was the first person to ever give me a piece of yellow fabric, because I had red hair, so I didn't have yellow. So she gave me a strip of yellow fabric and said, go and play with that. And I made myself a pair of shorts.
No.
I was delighted.
That's
And
amazing.
she was delighted as well. That was great. And then another time she gave me 5 shirt sleeves and I made a shirt.
That's fantastic. I know where to begin with a pair of shorts. That's brilliant.
I cut round my school shorts because I didn't have a pattern.
Yeah.
I just couldn't help myself. But she was absolutely the loveliest sewing teacher.
Ah.
There we go. So that's well and truly anchored. It actually looks like a little diamond. You
It's
kind of
beautiful. I
do
really
things.
like that.
I quite like that.
That is
That little
gorgeous.
effect on there.
Love that blanket stitch as well.
I like it.
Now we're very busy for the ruler, 60% gone. Now sadly this is the only hour we've got with Josie today, so if you missed it please watch on the rewind and have a little look at all the quilt options as well. So the basics bundle, the essentials bundle is your ruler, is your organza, is your interfacing, the black and the white, isn't it? Yeah. Describe to me again, sorry to repeat Josie, but people come in at different times. So how much of the organza are we getting, of the gold, the silver?
Yeah, we're getting the full width of the roll, and I think from memory it's 150 centimetres wide.
Yeah.
And you'll get a foot of that, so you get 30 centimetres, which is more than enough to do any kind of project like this. You can play with that. You could cover you could have a whole leaf shape covered in pleats. You just cut the hole, and you wouldn't even need to put some of the waxed African behind. You could just do a whole pleat of organza. And you get all 4 colours.
Get all 4 colours.
All 4 colours.
The gold, the silver, the black with the gold, and the black with the silvery shine on it. Then we also get the interfacing, don't we?
The interfacing. If you get different sizes depending on which quilt bundle you buy.
Yeah.
So if you're doing the larger one, the large floral white, or the black one with the thistle, you get 90 by 90 as well, so it's the same size as the fabric, so that you can just lay it on the top.
Bundles. But in the essentials, what is it?
In the essentials, it's 90 by 90.
90 by 90, the black and the white. And of course, Josie's fantastic ruler, proving very popular, of course, designed by Josie as well, funky needlework. Yeah, brilliant. Well, Josie, can you believe we've run out of time now? We're down to the last minute. Have we got any plans to see you again soon?
I think at the end of April.
Brilliant.
I've got about 6 weeks to go.
And what can we expect in April? Is it another ruler?
Well, I have a choice of 2 things at the minute, and I haven't decided which one.
Oh, we'll have to have a chat. Yes. We'll have to keep you in the suspenders on that one. Thank you so much. Watch on Rewind if you missed Josie. Don't forget to check out your baskets. It's been a great hour. Thank you very much. Always learning. So please don't miss out. Remember, the Essentials bundles is the front run at the moment. Don't forget your lovely little sparkles. And we've got the quilt bundles as well, which includes the Essentials bundle in that as well that Josie has just described. So you get that as well as the quilt pattern and all the materials to complete those, whether it's the sparkle, black sparkle one, or the lovely white floral, or the lovely the green, the orange, or the purple. Yes, so thank you very much, Josie. We'll see you in April.
Yes,
look forward to it, but plenty more still to see. Indeed there is. Don't forget the one-day special now coming up with Janice. And then we've got the Woodware Vintage Stamp Collection and the Festival of Japan live at the NEC.
Hello, I'm Hayley, and you might have seen me presenting here at Hochanda. Well, I've always been an avid crafter behind the scenes and have been given the opportunity to share some of my favourite products with you in a monthly show called Handmade by Hayley. So I hope you'll join me, let me inspire you, and maybe you will discover a new craft in the process.
Hi, I'm Paul Church from Clarity Stamp. I've been fortunate enough to turn my hobby into a career and joined Clarity Stamp in January 2016. My background has always been in crafting, and I enjoy making things and sharing things. That's what crafting's all about for me. Making things and sharing with others, and also learning all the time. At Clarity Stamp we bring you a wide range of products from stamps, stencils, groovy and percamano, and the great thing about that is that it covers crafters from all different aspects, so whether you're into stamping, stenciling, parchment craft, we've got it covered at Clarity Stamp. So I hope you can tune in and join the Clarity team on Hochanda.
Hochanda prides itself on its ethos towards the family-run boutique companies that offer the variety that we know you love and appreciate. Following an excellent and extremely positive response to our launch event last year, we'd like to introduce you to even more of your family favourites. Please tune in from 6 p.m. on the 21st to 6 p.m. on the 25th of March to support many of your favourite and also our very loyal family-run businesses that have grown and prospered with Hochanda since our launch in August 2015. We'll be running fantastic prize draws where winners will be drawn live within each hour during our event, giving you opportunities to win prizes worth at least £50 in value. So join us from 6 p.m. on the 21st of March for your family favourites event.
A very good morning to you. I hope you are well. Thank you for joining us on Hochanda. We have got a fun-packed day for you. And throughout the day, we have a one-day special that launches at 6 o'clock of an evening and is supposed to last all the way through until 6 o'clock the following day. Stock depending. I say that because I'd like to introduce you to Kathy. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Wow, what a busy launch yesterday.
It was. We're very excited. It went really well.
It really, really did. And it was your TV debut as well.
It was my very first time on live TV.
That is fantastic. You know, we really appreciate brand new, well, not brand new, but brand new to us, brands coming here to Hochanda. And that's testament to you guys at home, letting us know what you want and how you craft. And we have got something which is an incredible deal and really will enhance your crafting experience. Yeah, don't adjust your sets. £19.98, saving £35 today. Yeah, now you know why we were so busy. 152547 is your item number for this. Tell us what we've got here, because this is an incredible deal, and it is true value for money, isn't it, Kathy?
Yes, it is. And so you're getting 2 of our Stamp Perfect stamp positioning tools, the 7x9 and the 10x10. The 7x9 we think is perfect. It's portable. You can throw it in your bag when you're going to a friend's to craft, going to events. The 10x10 is perfect for your studio or your craft room. It's a little bit larger format for some of your bigger projects. What's great about our platform is it's thin, it's light, it's just so much easier to use than any of the other platforms out there.
Do you know what I like instantly about this? Instantly. Is the fact that I can read those measurements around the side and how clear they are. That's something that previously I've struggled with. If something's the same colour sweeping across the board, as it were, this makes it so easy to see, and that's a very important part of crafting.
Yes, it's user-friendly, and also the brightness, to me, when it's on your table or in your craft room, it's also attractive. So it had dual purpose, right?
Yeah, it is. And it's inspiring, isn't it? When you've got something that works well for you, then it's inspiring for you for your crafting. And that price is very inspiring. It is indeed. £19.98. It's brand new. Launched last night, and we were incredibly busy. We've got lots of techniques and demonstrations coming up. If you'd like to email in any questions for Kathy, then please do. It is studio@hochanda.com. If you'd like to come through to the studio and welcome Kathy to the Hochanda family, then you're more than welcome to do so as well. We'd love to have a chat with you. Send in your telephone number via email. Don't put it on Facebook, otherwise everyone will be calling you. And if you've got any inspirations you'd like to share with us that you've created using a stamp platform in the past and why you like it, then please share that with us as well. Now, the best way to order, because we're already busy, is the website, of course, and this is where you can have a look at all the stamps that we've got and the dies on the show today. And we've got some super stamps, we really have, and some gorgeous shaker cards as well. Do go and check those out. We will be showing you those live on the show. Now, is it two-thirds of a very large stock of the one-day special has gone already. So if you do want to get hold of it, place it in your basket, check on out, and enjoy the show and the demonstrations we've got lined up for you. Right, should we take a look at them?
Yes.
Let's do it.
So this is the fun part, is getting to see how easy it is to use the Stamp Perfect. So your beginner stamper feels like a professional. Your professional stamper just gets to go through their projects so much quicker. We have a lot of technique to show you, but I'm going to start with pretty basically the most important feature, and that's positioning.
Okay.
And we've all had an instance where we're doing a project and we're stamping, and just when you're just about done, you go to put an impression, and you didn't get it. You didn't do it right. You smudged. It's crooked, and the whole project is ruined. So with the Stamp Perfect, with our hinged lid, you can't make a mistake, or I should say, if it doesn't stamp perfectly the first time, you can do it over and over again until you get the perfect impression.
Perfect.
So I'm going to start also by explaining we do with the Stamp Perfect. Each one comes with 2 magnets. They're really strong magnets. We did that on purpose. So that it could hold it. Right here is cardstock, but clear stamps are sticky, so when it gets to the lid, it kind of want to lift your paper. So this kind of keeps your paper in place. But I always keep it in the corner so that if it does lift, which it shouldn't, but if it does, you know exactly where you had it. And that's why these measurements on the side are so important as well.
Brilliant.
A tip when it comes to the magnets, if I can find them, I sometimes cover them with washi tape. And I don't know where I put them.
Ooh.
But I'll show them to you later. But
yes, yeah,
we have covered them with washi tape, and I put a little extra tab on it, and then this way they're easier to lift and less likely to stick together.
That is a really good idea.
Yes.
Yeah,
it would be
very
good
idea.
I'll show you in a minute.
Yeah, because sometimes if you've got dexterity problems, for example, you know, I have issues with my first finger, I just get rheumatism in it. It can be quite difficult to pick them up. What a great idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Love that.
So here I'm going to just start with not even technique, just your basic stamping and how you do your impression. So we'll start with the butterfly. The other really great feature of a Stamp Perfect is without inking your stamp, you can kind of play around. Do I want her off to the corner? Do I want it centered? So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the center. And you can do it by eye. And you can, if you try to do that with an acrylic block, your hand kind of blocks.
Yes.
You can't really see where you're putting it. So I know I have it right there where I want it. you just take the lid. We have a hinge system, which works really well with placement. You still don't have to like measure and hold it over. I'm going to lift up, and then I'm just going to ink my stamp. You can use full-size ink pads. You can use the square ink pads, whatever is easier in your hand to do.
Okay.
And so I'm going to ink it, and I'm going to purposely try not to stamp it perfectly, but it's sometimes hard with this because it does work so well.
Perfectly, yes.
So I'm going to just try to, oh, see, I did that.
Okay.
So how many times have we all done that?
Yes.
You missed some of the lines. Well, here's what's so ideal about the Stamp Perfect. I can go back, re-ink, and go ahead and stamp it again. And you don't need a lot of pressure. And now I have my perfect impression.
Perfect.
And you can do it as many times as you need. So sometimes you'll choose a color and it's not as dark as you thought. You can go over it 10 times, as many times. You cannot do that with an acrylic block or a cling stamp. It's almost impossible to match it up exactly.
Especially when you've got fine lines in the stamps, and so many stamps now have those fine line details in there. To line those up, it doesn't matter how good your eyesight is, or clear the stamp is, it's very, very difficult. This makes it so easy, so simple, and if you have an error in your stamping and it doesn't quite go on there, then this is going to be the perfect option for you to make sure that it's right every single time. And also for your layering stamps as well, which I know so many of you use now to make and create. And we've got some wonderful ones on the show for you. Now, over 2/3 of the stock has gone of the one-day special. It's a super saving, it really is. 152547. If the phone lines are busy, best way to order is the website. And whilst you do that, let's take a look at some inspiration. Now, here at Hochanda, bear with me with this, we like to bring you the cake, but also the recipe. So we've got some fabulous stamps for you on the show that you can use in conjunction with your stamping platform or any other platforms if you want to use them in that way. Now, these are the flowers. They are available individually, but we've got 41 stamps for £16.98. That is an excellent deal. Normally £9.99 each. So we've got the different sets of flowers, but we've also got some lovely sentiments in there as well.
Yes, so our layering stamps were designed obviously for the layering technique, but we wanted to include a lot of sentiments so that you could complete your card or you could use it for other projects. And then also a lot of the stamps stamp beautifully on their own without having to layer. So it's very versatile. It's not just meant for layering, although it's beautifully done with layering.
Now, this is a great example of using the stamping platform because of the placement of the flowers on the card. Now, how would you do that otherwise?
Well, you would do it by eye. You'd have to do it by eye, and I know at a collage you don't need everything very even, but if you're like me, a designer, you want to see it in a certain place, so you can place it exactly where you want it. So it looks like a very random background, but it's precisely placed exactly where you want it to be.
Yeah, and that gives you satisfaction, doesn't it, in your card making, especially if you're batch making more than one card of the same design.
Yes, yes. We have a lot of crafters that like to resell or gift their cards, and they want them to all look the same, especially if you're sending out invitations to a group of people. You would like them all to look identical, or I would, and the Stamp Perfect makes that so much more possible.
It really does. Now, if we wanted to create and sell our cards with the stamps that we've got available on the show, is that okay to do so?
It is. We do participate in the Angel Policy, which says that you can use our stamps and resell your cards or your projects. Not mass production, you know, running a machine, but you can absolutely resell our images.
Isn't that fabulous? And I think you're going to want to do that because these are gorgeous images. And being able to place them in the right area and make those designs similar or different, then you've got the opportunity to do that. Now, everything is on extended delivery, dispatching 29th of March. That's because it's coming from the USA. Yes. So it is worth the wait. It definitely is. So that's your first set, 393973. We've got some more for you. Now, if you are adding your stamps to your basket and your basket comes to £60 or more, we'll split the cost for you into two. It makes it affordable, so you can have your cake and eat it too. You really can. Pay half the amount today. If you're a Freedom member, it's a delivered price. If not, your postage and packaging on top. And then we will send everything out to you once the extended delivery on 29th of March, and then we'll take the second payment from you. So it's a great way to split the cost. So you might want to add these to your basket as well. 539220 is your item number. Again, a great saving, £16.98. Now, this is a layering stamp, isn't it?
Yes, this is the layering rose, and this is one of the layering stamps where we actually include about 5 layers. So if you're very advanced and really want that dimensional printed look, this rose set is perfect. And then it comes with the sentiment set. There's an example of the layered roses. On something other than cards. We see a lot of people wanting to go to home decor and gifts. We love card making, but they like to also give it away.
That's a really nice example of that layering stamp, isn't it?
Yes.
And you're right, it does look like a photograph. That is incredible.
Or a print. So you can do, when I do layering stamps, I usually like to go from a lighter color to a darker color. Okay. But a lot of people like to mix colors. It's like that CMYK. They get really adventurous with their use of color, so they start to look like screen printing.
Yes, they do. Yes. That is incredible. Will we be taking a look at the rose, or
we will?
Oh, we will.
Yes, we'll be
fabulous.
The rose.
Here's another. Isn't this great? Isn't this lovely? And it's gorgeous. And again, you've got the roses, which are pretty. £16.98. It's a great price, and you're getting so much within that stamp set as well. And that beautiful rose. Love roses, I really do. You've got in the words. You've got thank you. You've got best wishes. You've got celebrate. So some really nice sentiments in there with some great design and font as well. If you do want to go for that, there's your item number on the screen, but they are available individually as well. Now, we do have some more for you available on the show. This doesn't surprise me. This is the most popular of the layering stamps. It's the butterfly. You all love butterflies. And we've got some lovely flowers in here and butterflies to layer up that image. It's beautiful. Love this one. And I'll just pick up one of the butterflies to show you there. What do you think it is about butterflies that people love so much?
Everybody loves butterflies, and these particular stamp, it's so much detail in it, and it's really fun to work with purples and then blues and all that. We'll play with the layering of the butterfly as well.
Oh,
but we find everybody loves butterflies.
That is beautiful. Now, that is using a lovely purple colour. I'm just going to lean forward and let me just pick up that one to show you. How detailed is that?
So that's an example of where you can stamp it and just use your markers to colour it in. If you don't want to do layering stamps, these sets still work beautifully with your traditional stamping and colouring. We put that on a wood coaster, which does fit into the Stamp Perfect tool. You take the foam out, and I'll explain too how you use cling stamps, and you can even use rubber stamps. But this wood coaster, we like party planning and party decorating at Hampton, fit right into our Stamp Perfect.
Perfect. I love the detail in this butterfly, by the way. Not just the wings, but if you look closely on the body of the butterfly, you can see there all of that detail, even down to that minute triangle in the middle, to colour that as well. You can have a lot of fun, especially with your fine pens. Love this set, and so do you. 492380 is your item number if you want to go for the layering butterfly and flower. You get 26 stamps in that set. Now, I did say we've got some dies for you on the show. We've got some cute cards as well. Doesn't get much cuter than this. This is a fabulous set. This is your Jilly Bean Soup Shaker Die and Stamp set. And this is the globe. We love this. When we came in to prep for the show, we all went to this particular one and thought it was so sweet. Isn't that amazing? And the dies you get will cut out the aeroplane in there to make and create that fabulous card.
Yeah, so that's a mixture of some of the fillers that we have available, and then also the dies that come in the stamp die set. So you can die cut some of the openings for the shape shakers, and then there's also the cards that come pre-cut to fit your your shaker.
I think it's such a great deal because it gives you a taster into the world of shaker cards if you've not used them before. If you have, it gives you something a little different. You get the complete set, so you do get the cards as well, which is fabulous. Oh, they're at the bottom of the screen, so if you want the cards as well, they're at the bottom of the screen, but it's a great couple of items to get. So you've got the card and you've got the blister packs there, and you get 8 blister packs. So I would definitely go for those as well. $9.99, details at the bottom of your screen. But the stamp set and the die set, just $11.99. It makes sense to put them together, it really does. Let's show you a few more samples. These are beautiful. And if you're liking what you see inside the shaker cards, we've also got those on the show. They're coming up in a moment's time. And we'll show you those. Love that. That is a little bit of a shake. Love that, beautiful. And then, of course, using them with the shaker cards, or not, equally as beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, love that. 916183, that is your globe set, which is fabulous. Don't forget the cards as well, they go perfectly with them. Now, the next set, this is very, very popular. And again, it doesn't surprise me because we like our teas here in the UK. We like our summer parties, and I think this really personifies that with the lovely jam jar in there. We all love a good garden party. In fact, these would make nice cards if you were inviting people to a garden party.
Yes.
As an invitation. Love that. Let's bring in some samples to show you here, and let's talk about the set of dies and the stamps and how well they work together.
Yeah, so what I love about this stamp and die set and the shape shaker, so in the US we call it a mason jar.
A mason jar?
A mason jar,
okay.
So, and they're very popular, but what the stamp set includes are such beautiful flowers and leaves, and as you can see, all the different ways we've die cut them and then gave them all the cards dimension. We filled them with our fillers, and you can use some of the fillers that we have available, but a lot of our designers get creative.
Yes.
And they fill it with candy or M&Ms or sprinkles, and they really get creative with it. But again, and a lot of times mixing of the different fillers, and it's just such a, I don't know anyone who wouldn't love to receive a card like this.
Yeah, they're gorgeous, aren't they? You don't have to use the dies, of course, with the shaker. You can use them separately to make and create cards or maybe cut out images if you want to. It's a fabulous set, £11.99 if you want to go for that. And if you want to go for the card and the plastic shaker bits, then the details are at the bottom of your screen. Again, well worth going for, 619848. So cool. Love every set so far. It gets even better. Again, if you want to add all of these to your basket comes to £60 or more, you're more than welcome to do so. You can split the cost into 2. Love this set. Isn't this sweet?
Yes. So while it's an ice cream cone set, what we love about the die is it really is the shape of a cloud.
Yes.
So it's versatile. If you wanted to do ice cream theme, but you can also do a sky and a cloud. So here's an example of where our designer kind of used the dies and the shape mold shaker. And one of the things I want to point out too is a little different about our shaker cards is that a lot of shaker cards are attached to the front of the card, which this one is, but a lot of them are.
This one.
So you get that your excitement when she opens the card, but then when you open the card, you still have the shaker, and you can continue to stamp or write your sentiment in here. So all our shapes come with adhesive on the back, so that you just peel the adhesive off the back here. You apply it to. I usually fit it into your hole, and then you press it down after you peel the adhesive.
Perfect.
And then it's exactly where you want it on the inside of the card. So she gets to see that filling both on the outside and the inside of the card.
What a great idea. Yeah. That is a lovely idea. And in order to do that, go for the Chili Bean Soup Shaker card set. That's at the bottom of your screen. That gets you the card, and it gets you the blister packs, which look like ice creams, but they could also be clouds as well, which would be really sweet. You can get those as well. They're at the bottom of your screen. But in order to get this fabulous, let me just lift this up for you. Here, oh no, you can see that there. And you've got a little face as well that goes in there, which is so sweet. Look at that, scoops and scoops of thanks. Love that. If you do want to go for the stamp set, then it's 022128. You also get the dies as well. 022128. We've got some more. I know you like this one.
Yes.
Yes.
So the Jelly Bean team is incredible. They always come up with the greatest, the designs are trending, they're fun, they're whimsical. So here's the unicorn, because everybody loves unicorns. Unicorns make everybody happy. Rainbows and unicorns, wouldn't that be wonderful in life?
Oh, do you know what? It would. Did you know the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland?
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah, believe it or not. It is the national emblem of Scotland. So there you go. There's your unicorn with the rainbow.
And that's an example of just the stamp and die, that if you didn't want to do shaker, you can come up with some really beautiful cards without using the actual shaker. But then, as you can see up front, there's an example with the filled with the shaker.
So without the shaker, with that lovely, I love that, how it's inside when you open that up. Isn't that sweet? And then if you want to use the blister packs that you can get separately at the bottom of your screen, you've got the opportunity to do that and still open up, which is fabulous.
Yes.
But you can put them on the outside if you want to, which gives you a chance of versatility. And here's one that's on the outside, so that's really nice. If you do want to go for the shaker card set that accompanies this, details at the bottom of your screen, $9.99. But if you want to go for that fabulous, fabulous stamp and die set, it's only £11.99, and everybody loves a unicorn. Right. How about a hug in a mug? I need one of those in the morning.
Yes.
And about 4 o'clock in the afternoon as well. Another fabulous set for you. We've got the blister pack and the cards, which we'll bring up at the bottom of the screen. But this is going to give you, on the side of your screen, the details for your die set and your stamps. And again, we've got those great sentiments as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it could be, there is a sentiment that says coffee, but it's also for tea. Everybody loves their warm hot cup of tea or their warm coffee. So we think the projects really come out amazing with this set. And then we used the shape, instead of the shape shaker being a coffee cup, we did a heart, because now that will work with some of our other stamp dies.
Yes.
So you'll see if you buy more than one, a lot of them interact and coordinate, and you can use your shapes with multiple sets.
Oh, it's fabulous, isn't it? I really like that card. Isn't that lovely? And the sentiment, of course, and the fonts look fabulous. So whether it's a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, a cup of cocoa, this really is going to be your cuppa. 101051 is your item number if you want to go for that, £11.99. That's your hug in a mug, and the details for the small heart card and blister pack set, that's at the bottom of your screen as well. And as Kathy said, these will interact with each other, so it might be worth having a look at the whole range. Now, the final set that we've got for you on the show, I love all of them. Love this one. Love the little birdie in there as well. Isn't this sweet? And your details at the side of your screen will get you the die set and the stamp set in here. And this is a beautiful one, isn't it?
Yes, yes. The flower is a lot of fun, and again, very unique to Jelly Bean Soup. You don't see a lot of these shapes in shaker, and that's what we really tried to do, is to make it very unique.
I think you have, I really do. And I love the idea that you can put the blister packs on the front, or the card, if you're going for that set, you can open it up. So you've got the opportunity to stick it inside, but you'll see that it just runs around the out, and that will go on the outer side of the card as well. It's perfect, it's beautiful, isn't it? 957754 is your item number if you want to go for those. You can see that's super cute. Look at that little hedgehog in there. It's so adorable. Details on your screen there for that particular flower shaker kit. Now, putting things inside your shakers is always a good idea. Let me lift these up, because we've got different item numbers for these. This is your chunky glitter, I believe. Yes. And you see here you've got all the different colours in there. That's very unicorn, isn't it? Colours of the rainbow.
Yes, yes.
And these will go a long way. You get 8 packs in this set, 478810. And then we have got the sequin stars, which are on here again. Now, are these 2 different item numbers, may I add, for the 2 different colours? Fabulous. So you've got your warm mix in there, some lovely colours, and you've got those stars in there. Fill them with sequins and jewels. That's $9.99. And then the next one will change the details. Again, this is your cool mix. You've got the stars in there, you've got the love hearts in there, you've got the circles and the different shapes, which are fabulous. And you only need a few, don't you, Kathy, in each one?
And we love to mix them too. You know, if you mix some wooded pieces with the sequin pieces, it really makes for a unique look.
Yeah, it does. So it might be worth going for a couple of packs. We have got our next one. These are your foam balls, which are fabulous, again, with those beautiful colours. Details on your screen for that. And then, my favourite, the wooden embellishments. Aren't these cute? But as Kathy says, if you're going for the sequins or your large glitter, you see how they mix well, and you can do that, and you can mix and match the foam balls with your glitter, and it gives you that really nice cool effect. Have a look at all the options on the website and choose as many as you like. It's not one per customer either, so do help yourself. This is how you fill your basket if you want to go for a flexi order. So you'll see I've chosen quite a few items there. Very pleased with my purchase. You can see we've got all the different items there. Place them into your basket. And when you head to checkout, just say use entire order for your flexi order, and that will split the cost into 2 for you. You've got your delivery on there, but if you want to become a Freedom member and make a saving, why don't you today become a Freedom member? And that's how you do it. Split the cost into 2 if you wish. Right, we're back with Kathy now. Some more demonstrations. Again, if you want to email in any questions, then we are here for you. So it's studio@hochanda.com. And the one-day special, the details on your screen at the moment, over 70% of the stock is gone. It's a big stock. Huge. So we are incredibly busy. Right, let's take a look at something else.
Okay, so I showed about the positioning and how you can restamp it. So now I'm going to get into something a little more advanced, but again, even though you're a beginner, you can do it now, is the stamp layering. I'm going to do it with the butterfly, just because we love butterflies.
Yes.
So here's an example of another one, and I'm going to start from the beginning. So when you can do stamp layering with, you can do it with dye ink, you can do it with pigment ink. I prefer dye ink, and I start light to dark because it's always easy to add color. It's hard if you start with the dark. It's possible, but it's
good point.
Easier. And we did locate my magnets. That here was the tip earlier. So I just take washi and I give it a little edge on them so that when I put them on my paper now, they're just so much easier to lift up.
Yeah.
They will still stick together, so you still have to be careful because they are very strong and they can stick together. But it really helps, like you said, makes it more useful to move them around.
That is a great tip.
Yes. So we put those on there. When I start with my butterfly layering, I start the lightest color, and you start with the most solid of images. And it's easy if you always keep in your stamp sets your index. Stamp index, because to me sometimes the stamps are clear, they're hard to see, and they're hard to tell without it. So I always do that. So especially layering stamps, because they're meant to be missing some pieces. So I always put that next to it. And then just while we have this open, to talk a little bit about cling stamps. If you did want to use your cling stamps, because I feel like a lot of people put their stamps away because they got a little frustrated with all their mistakes and it not working so well. But if you want to use cling stamps, we make the foam removable.
Oh, right.
So you need the foam with a clear stamp because you always need a little cushion to transfer ink onto the paper. So if you remove this and just use it the same way, you can work with a cling stamp because a cling stamp has its own foam built in.
Perfect.
And it will adhere to the top, and it will work just as easily as a clear stamp. So you rubber mounted cling stamp lovers can use the stamping tool as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the corner. I always do it, even though we have these great rulers that help you. If for some reason it moves, I know exactly where I placed it.
Yes. And we've got inches and centimetres on the rulers, which
we
is great.
do. So I'm going to go ahead and take my most solid butterfly image, and I'm going to place it on the paper. You do it the base up. Some of these solid ones are hard to tell, but there's the little edge is always on the bottom. And I'm going to place it here. Lift it up. As you can see, my magnets did their job. And then I start with my lightest color. When I stamp layer, I also Sharpie my steps once I get a color combination that I like.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of testing, and you may want to change it up, but when you have one you love, I write it 1, 2, 3. So.
Hey, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So if you've got a permanent marker, just place that on there.
Yeah, just on the
and
lid, and then you'll know. So with these solid stamps, you want it to stamp fully, but you don't want it too opaque because you want to be able to. So I don't heavily ink the first layer. So it's, even though there's some imperfection, I want that because it's the bottom shadowy layer. And then when I use, I clean every time I take my stamp off. I just use any brand craft wipe or any kind of wipe. It's great on clear stamps, and it also is great on the actual lid of the Stamp Perfect.
Makes it easy for them to clean as well because they're in that area and they're stuck on the lid, or they remain on the top of your stamping platform. Makes it easier to clean.
Yeah. So, and then I take my next layer of the stamp and then lay it face down, again base up, because you want the, and what, again, with the Stamp Perfect, you could not really do this by hand. If you have an acrylic block, it's so hard, and even if you line it up without ink, when you go to ink it, you don't know where it's going to end up, and it usually gets blurry looking because it's off a little. So here, your bottom image is really your guide to where you place the next one, and then you lift it up, and then I'm going to go with my next color ink and ink up that butterfly.
And it's in the exact position. And also, you've got the millimeters down there as well. So that's precise and precision, isn't it?
So when people start to get more and more advanced, they don't want to just do it by eye. They want to make sure. So they will line it up exactly for everyone. And then there's my next image. So you start to see that I'm building the colors and the layers. And then I take my next image here. So each one gets a little more detailed in the stamp. And then I line this one up face down as well.
There's so much detail in this butterfly.
Yes, and then you lift this up. And I go ahead with.
What I like about layering stamps as well is when you layer them all up, they give you that beautiful, rich image, but you can also use just one or two of the layers if you want a mixed media style effect to your projects, which is really nice.
Yes.
That distressed look, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yep. And then it's coming all together. So here's my third layer. So a lot of people continue with another shade of these blues, but I sometimes like, with my most detailed image, to go in and do my last one. So here's again my most detailed. Line it up. I like to do it with black.
Okay.
Because it has so many lines, and it actually really finishes the butterfly with the real detail. It's not quite as watercolor looking.
Yes.
You could do it with a darker blue, but again, I'm going to show you how it comes out with a black as your final outline.
And there's lots of detail on this butterfly. It's beautiful, the body of the butterfly. And that's testament to the stamps, really, because of the fine detail that's in there that you get each and every time. Details for that, by the way, that stamp set with the butterfly are at the bottom of your screen.
And see how nicely the black comes in. And it doesn't have a black outline, but it gives me all those little lines inside the butterfly's wings with the black. So
isn't that lovely?
Yeah. So that's why and again, sometimes the rose I don't typically do the black, but with the butterfly I feel like and some of the other flowers, it really is a nice wow finish.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. Yeah. It really, really is. Love that. So much detail. Again, if you want to go for the butterflies, you can get the detail in the bottom of, at the bottom of your screen. 152547 is your item number if you want to go for that. Now, your one-day special, my word, is so busy. You had a huge launch. And it's Kathy's first show here at Hochanda. We'll have a chat with Kathy in a moment about the brand and about herself. But how fabulous is that? The first show, very, very busy, and it's always nice, you know, for you to welcome our new guests here to Hochanda. Now, over 70% of the stock has gone. My word, look at that saving. The usual price of £54.98, you are saving £35. You get the two. Now, one you could use as your travel stamping platform. It could be for the smaller projects. You get the two magnets with each of the sets. And let me just show you this. If I pick this up, and lift this up. You've got that, what I like about this, for me, and I'm not a huge crafter, as you know, but instantly, if I was to use this, I love the measuring around the outside. It's a different colour, it makes it clear, it makes it precise, and that's exactly what you want when you're stamping and you're making those fine adjustments. The magnets themselves, you get 2 per stamping platform, and oh, see how they just jump together. I love that. That's how strong they are. You get the mat. You remove that because, of course, you get different thickness in your stamps, and you can remove that. And you've got the grid underneath. Again, you've got that great detail in there. It's of an orange colour, so that makes it very, very easy to see. And that corresponds, of course, with the grid system, with your measuring in centimetres and inches. So on each of the platforms, you've got the capability of lifting away that mat, placing it back, and you've got those strong magnets. There they go. They're hugging together. There you go. And a great tip, of course, is to add the washi tape on top, which means, as Kathy has done, if you put your magnet there, it makes it easier to take off, which is fabulous. That's what you want. You want it to be easy when you're crafting. Now, you are saving £35, but only until 6 p.m. tonight. It is a not delayed dispatch. It is extended delivery. There you go. I always say delayed dispatch. Extended delivery. That's because it's coming from the USA. 29th of March. It's worth waiting for. What a fabulous Easter gift. What a fabulous Mother's Day gift. Oh, Father's Day gift. And again, a great gift for yourself. £19.98. Right, Kathy, what we're going to take a look at now?
Okay, so now I'm going to show you a little bit about how easy it is to place your sentiments. I think sentiments are the hardest to line up and get straight and not make crooked. So this is so simple, it seems like you don't have to demo it, but it's one of the best features that I want to kind of show you.
Okay.
So you can do it by eye, like if I want to say, okay, I want to put below here, and I'm looking and it looks pretty straight. And then I take the lid, and when I open it up, this is why the grid is here. It's to kind of let you also see, did I really do it straight? And if I can see here a little bit, I have it a little bit, you can, so I'm not repositioning it, but I'm straightening it out based on the lines on the grid. So that now when I go to stamp it, it's going to be perfectly straight.
I'm going to admit something to you. I didn't see the grids on the lid. How fab is that?
Yes.
Gives you that extra precision.
Yes, to make it perfectly lined up. So all the, you know, I am a perfectionist.
Yes.
So I can't tell you how many cards I've had to throw out because it hasn't been perfectly straight. So there you have it. So that's why that grid is up there.
Yeah.
Again, we have a grid on the bottom underneath the foam. I have another tip for you that you can do is I just take some graph paper and I laminate it. And then I sometimes put this underneath my card because you have another grid here, so that when you start to stamp, when you get more and more advanced and some of the pieces come off the paper, plus it protects your foam if you're going to stamp off the edge. And these just wipe off with the wipe as well. I sometimes put a little line for your typical size cards.
Good idea.
So I can line them up there. So again, that's just another little tip to, as you get more confident with your stamp tool, you're going to want to know more advanced techniques and things like that.
It's a good idea, isn't it? Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And you can get checked or lined paper from anywhere, really, which is...
It's just graph paper, and you just...
That's the word I was looking for.
Yes, it's just, I mean, I got a pad of it, and you can use that over and over, and then, like I said, it's so inexpensive way to do it. So again, I just love how we can line up our sentiments exactly how we, straight because of the grid. Now
I guess it's also going to be great for doing shadow work.
Yes.
On your sentiments.
Yes, yes, and that set does have the outline and the inside, and it is fun sometimes to make it a little off center so it looks like a shadow.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and then we have here, I'm going to show you a little bit of a masking technique.
Now remember, you get both stamping platforms. There's no need to choose. You're getting both in the one-day special, which is a great deal.
Yes, yes. As we said, one goes with you everywhere, and one stays in your studio or your craft room. So we did jump a little bit ahead on this one and stamped a few stamps on it, and then I created a mask. So basically I stamped one and cut it out, and then you place it over your stamped image. Okay. And this is how you can kind of do masking techniques with your Stamp Perfect. And then again, this is one of the reasons we make the magnet really strong, because as the paper gets thicker, it wants to lift up. And we're going to take, I'm going to use a different set this time. We're going to take the leaves, and we're going to layer our leaves, but leaves are never coming straight off of a flower. They're usually a little bit behind the flower. So how do we get that? Well, that's through masking.
Okay.
So basically, I am going to now place my leaf here, thinking, so it's going to appear to be behind your flower.
Perfect.
So we lift that up, and I'm going to use a nice light green, and I'm using all different shape ink pads just so you can see, get more comfortable with which ones feel more comfortable in your hand.
Yes.
If you do get ink on this lid, it won't come on your paper. The magnets keep it off the rest of the paper. But so you can use a full-size ink pad if that's your favorite colors. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and stamp it.
I think this is also a great way to get younger people into crafting and stamping, to give them confidence, because they're going to get the perfect image each and every time. So that's really good, isn't it?
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, like a lot of people are afraid to stamp. They're just, and then they don't know if they can color it in and if it comes out right. This is going to really make anyone who, I think you're going to take some of your old stamps out and start wanting to use them again. It's so fun and easy to use. So here's my next layer. Well, it would be.
In fact, that would be really sweet if the grandkids are coming round and you give them the smaller platform to play with whilst you're crafting on the larger one. I think that would be really sweet.
Yes, let's bring more stampers on board, right? And I'm going to take my darker green.
And how did you get into crafting? Tell us a little bit about the company and why you've come all the way from New York to us.
So Hampton Art was a family business. It was myself and my husband and two brother-in-laws. And we were in the industrial stamping business, more for banking and name and address. But we had these machines and we were vulcanizing rubber, and we said, wouldn't it be, let's see what we could do in the craft industry and see what kind of designs. And we brought on some design teams, and it really was successful. And now that's the kind of stamping we do. Fabulous. And we've diversified into some mixed media items. But what's really fun about it, it's no longer our family's business, although I still work for the larger company that acquired us, is that we were able to kind of expand into tools and starting to do things that maybe our little family in New York could not have accomplished. So
it's nice to see your passion for your products.
I do. I love. Yes.
Yeah, you do.
We do have a joke with my family. My girls, as they were growing up, they would always be like, stamp, stamp, stamp. That's what you talk about, stamping. So they tease me all the time.
Bless them.
Yeah, so here we have, so now if I remove my mask, you can see, and you want to use light tape. It appears to be behind.
Yes.
Here's behind your stamp. And now I can go ahead if I wanted to, and I could do that layering technique and finish off my flower.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
It gives you precision, it gives you detail, it gives you inspiration, and also placing your stamps in the exact place, which is something you want to do if you're going for the layering dies that we've got available for you on the show, or any layering dies that you've got at home. Maybe you've bought some layering dies and you've heard people use them, but you've never got those great results because you need a stamp platform in order to do so. Well, if you want to go for these, details on your screen at the moment. These are fabulous, and they also come with the layering rows as well. So if you want to practice the technique we've just been showing you with the leaves behind the flowers and cutting out masks, you've got the opportunity to do that. You can buy these. Beautiful design there. Great sentiments to deliver that drop shadow, and beautiful rows as well. £16.98 if you want to go for those, and plenty more on the website. Right, what should we have a look at next?
So I'm going to show you how we can incorporate the shaker stamps, how the stamp platform or our Stamp Perfect really helps you, especially if you want to stamp inside where your shaker image is.
Okay.
So if we take these out, and I tend to collect magnets, so you can even you get two, but you can purchase any kind of magnet to put it in.
Okay.
If you want a rectangular one, I like I said, I use them quite a bit. Especially if you look at this burlap, and when I get heavier surfaces, I like to use more magnets. But
you get two magnets with each of the stamping platforms. That's 4 in total. So the smaller one and the larger one, you get 2 in each. Perfect.
Yes. So we're going to do the ice cream cone because we love her. And I call it a her. I don't know why. But
what's your favourite ice cream?
Probably vanilla. I know that's very plain, but
no, not at all. We'll have some chocolate sauce on or something.
Yes. So with the pre-cut cards, you can stamp it either way. You can hold your card down and position, let's say, her happy face. Your happy face stamp right here. Oh. And again, if you're trying to do this with an acrylic block, you really can do that.
Now, I've noticed you've not put the card in the corner. It doesn't matter whether you put it in the corner, in the middle, at the top?
Because I'm stamping just inside that little opening in the cloud, you don't have to put it in the corner.
Brilliant.
If you're going to build out, then I always do it in the corner. So that's probably why I was focused in here. If you had already stamped the outside of this, though, and you wanted to be careful of not to mess it up, another way you can do this is you take a light pencil, which I did ahead of time, and just lightly do where your cloud is.
Yep.
And then this is why the 10 by 10 is nice. Because say you want to stamp the whole inside of your card.
Right. That's good.
Where's my other magnet? I kept talking about all my magnets. And you can kind of hold your card open. And now I can build around, but I do know exactly where my cloud is. And you won't see that pencil because of when we peel it and the edge, it'll be covered.
Of course. That is a really good idea.
So I can see where I want to put my face inside well, it's an ice cream cone or a cloud, whatever we decide to make it, and lift it up.
Now you get 8 blister packs and 8 cards with your set, if you want to go for that, and 8 envelopes as well. It's a really nice card. It's got like a freckle in there, like a little. Let me go and.
It's like a linen. It's a little bit.
Yes,
it has
that's right.
It has a texture on it. These are. Right here, you can see this has a little texture to it.
I'll just lift that one up to show you. Yeah, it is like a linen, nice little texture you'll see there. Yeah, like a seeded cotton. I really like that.
Yeah, it seems, so when you're going to make this card and you want to send it to someone, it just feels a little bit more special when you have texture in the card.
Yeah, a little bit more organic. I love that. Love that. If you do want to go for any of the sets, head to the website. The details on the screen at the moment are for the cloud or the ice cream. It's a cloud or an ice cream.
And that's how I can build the inside of the card. And you can kind of take one of your sentiments, if you want to say, again, where here it is. You are going to have your filler, and you can add some of the glitter or anything you want. Like, as I said, you can even get creative and buy ice cream sprinkles and little mini chocolate chips. You can do whatever you want inside of here.
Would you be able to take it off and eat the chocolate chips though?
No.
I'd be very tempted if somebody sent me real chocolate chips.
I'll just do the disclaimer. You probably shouldn't eat it.
Thank you.
But and then so now imagining that's going to be there. Of course, I can't stamp with it there, but then I can also now take my sentiment stamp and build on the inside. So this is why also the 10 by 10 is nice, because you can work on the inside of your card. Your card can be open. Yeah. You don't have to just always work on the front. So and just kind of to there. And I can probably take my eyes off, my little happy face off.
It's a great way to layer up your stamps. It's a great way to get that precision. It's a great way to get that perfection as well. If you've been a little disappointed with your stamping in your cards before because it's not quite right, and you are I'm a perfectionist, this is going to be absolutely perfect. And if you've got dexterity problems as well, it also helps. If you've got a smaller area to stamp in, if you're recovering, maybe, you know, you're not feeling too good, so you're crafting from your bed or something like that. Again, everything is precise. It's right there for you, and it's going to help you.
Yes, it'll make the beginner seem advanced, and the advanced is just going to get her projects done so much quicker.
Yes.
So, yeah, so that's kind of how we work. Our shaker cards are really improved and more perfect because we have this tool as well.
Love that. and you can get some really sweet results as well. Sweet because it could be an ice cream, and cute because it can be a cloud, but you've got your other ones as well. You've got the globe, you've also got the hug in a mug, and the mason jar as well, or a jam jar as we call it over here. Some fabulous sets for you, and if you want to pop them, we're not limited to one per person. That goes with a one-day special as well. If you know somebody that might like this as a gift and you want to buy it for them, then you're more than welcome to do so. It's not one per person, although we are super busy. You don't choose, you get both. £19.98, and over 3/4 of the stock has gone, and we're only into the first live hour of today. We had 2 live hours yesterday. We're only into the first live hour today, so do bear that in mind. Right, time-wise, got about how many minutes left? 6 minutes left of the show, so let's have some more techniques.
Okay, so if you wanted to, one of the great things too, and I did a little bit ahead of time, and this is our flower thank you. You can take, again, I talk a lot about time savings and how do we get some of our backgrounds. So you can actually take and lay all your stamps, and like I said, I tried to save a little time and do it ahead of time. But I took all these flowers come in that one set.
Yes.
And I decided, wouldn't it be a pretty little background to do? So I laid them out, and you can't do this any other way. But you can stamp all 5 flowers at once.
That is very good, isn't it? That is brilliant.
And you can do it in different colors. Now they're close together, so I would use a small ink pad because it's going to be kind of impossible to do it with the larger ink pad. You're going to get some ink spreading and stuff. But here I can do this one and this one. And again, I'm going to go light on the ink so that I don't get it on the other flower, because I know I can go back and do it again.
Of course.
So if I didn't get it exactly how I want it. And so it saves you time. You can do 5 stamps at once.
Speed crafting. And you could really batch make your cards with this.
Yes. And then I also love, like, you can create your whole look on your card before you go ahead and stamp. And then you can press it down. And you have the start of the background. And again, I think, well, maybe I would like it a little darker. So
it's nice because, you know, to be able to do it in light and then go darker and darker, it means that you get that precision, but you get the pattern that you're happy with as well.
Yes. So a lot of times I find, like, if I'll go, oh, I think I want a light blue, and it just was a little lighter than I thought, or even, you know, these colors came out slightly lighter. I love that you can keep restamping it, and each layer you put on is going to make it more opaque and give you a maybe more the look you want. So I could go back and say, okay, those are a little darker. They're maybe more a little the color I want.
Okay.
And again, this set also comes with some layering stamps. So you can, on some of these, you can go ahead and add to it.
You know, if you wanted to, again, say if you've got the children around on a holiday and you want to give them something to do, if they want to colour in rather than stamp, this is going to give you the opportunity to create that pattern, instantly stamp and say, off you go, there you go, now you can colour that in. Just in one pressing of the stamp platform. What a great idea.
Yeah. So, as I said, then you could layer these, or you can kind of go ahead and clean them really quick. Or you can take your pattern, and what I like to do is, now that I see where this is going, I'm like, you know what, maybe we need to do another, and this is how I would build my background. I'm looking at it that way.
It's great, isn't it? Being able to position them on the card first.
Right.
Great idea.
You get to see.
And I guess if you wanted to have any of them half off the card and half on, as some people do, you can do that as well. Perfectly.
You can kind of do that, and then it.
Imagine all the different backgrounds you'd be able to make for your journaling, for your projects, for your cards, for your home decor.
Yeah. And so much quicker than if you have to keep re-inking. And again, you can change out the colors and not have to keep cleaning off your stamps and redoing it. So I'll do that again. Do that in that color.
Now, you can buy the one-day special in between the shows, I don't know how often I'm going to be able to say that because we are very busy, but you can. So if you've been watching the show and you've not made your purchase yet, we've got 5-minute queues on the phone. We are over 3/4 of the stock gone, and the reason why I'm telling you that is because if you want to wait till after the show, you're more than welcome to do so, but it would be an idea to grab it in your basket. Maybe go to the website. That'll be the quickest way to order from us. We are having exceptionally busy shows, and thank you so much for joining us on Hochanda. It's always great to have your company. Look at that.
Yeah, so, and you can keep going, but again, it's way quicker than if you had to do it one by one.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. Isn't that fabulous? If you want to go for any of the stamp and die sets, we've got those. You can see those on the web. If you want to go for any of the shake card sets and envelopes and cards, we've got those on the web as well. And this is a way that you can fill your baskets. And if you want to go for that flexi order, again, you're more than welcome to do so, because everything on the show is not limited to one per person. But it is all on extended delivery, being dispatched on the 29th of March because it's coming from the USA. It's worth the wait, isn't it? It's not long to wait anyway. It's only a week. So all the different items are available on the website. Great prices as well. You'll see the stamp sets are available individually. They're also available as a pair where you're making your savings. So £9.99 individually, or making that great saving to buy them collectively. And why not? You will, because they work so beautiful together. But this is where it starts for you, and this is where it all started last night, and we were so busy, and we've continued to be busy overnight. Although you did get some rest.
I did.
We were on repeat overnight. But we have been busy this morning, so we do thank you for your company. If you do want to get hold of these, you're getting both. You don't need to choose, you're getting both. One to keep with you at all times, and one maybe to leave into your studio. 152547 is your item number. 5 minutes on the queues, but we will get through those calls. Quickest way to order is on the website or on the Hochanda Go app that you can download to your phones. Yeah, you can order and watch on your smart devices. Kathy, thank you so much.
Well, thank
you. How inspiring. It really, really is. You're back at 1 o'clock today.
I am. I'm back at 1.
Fabulous. For some more demonstrations. So we're going to get some rest in between. Go and have a hug in a cup or a mug. We'll see you in a moment's time. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes, we've got a very, very busy day. Woodware Vintage Stamp Collection is up next. Festival of Japan live at the NEC, and Crafting with Clarity live at the NEC too.
Are you wanting to shop till you drop, or pick up some inspiring hints and tips from your favourite experts from the world of craft? Do you need to restock your crafty stash? If the answer is yes, then head off to the Creative Craft Show. Receive your buy one get one half price tickets when you use code EV160. So why not treat yourself and a friend to a fantastic day out?
Would you like to improve your crafting techniques by watching and crafting along with your favourite Hochanda guest demonstrators, all from the comfort of your own home? If the answer is yes, then we are very excited to invite you to Craft Along, where you, our presenters and guests, will create an amazing array of projects throughout the year. So tune in, be inspired and create with Craft Along, your monthly crafting workshop.
Welcome to Club G45 from Graphic 45. The monthly tutorial kit that allows you to create some of the most beautiful projects by accessing a step-by-step video viewable online. This month's tutorial is a proper gentleman project kit containing board book and desktop photo frame projects. You'll get almost everything you need to create these projects from scratch, including access to this month's step-by-step video tutorial and accompanying project sheet. Simply order yours by purchasing item number 363787 for £49.99 plus your postage packaging from hochanda.com. Or why not give us a call on 01733 60 2000 for instant access to this month's Club G45 from Graphic 45.
Hello and welcome. We've got the Woodware Vintage Collection now with myself and Françoise. Lovely to see you again.
Yeah, it's nice to be here with you.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, you've got a fantastic collection of stamps for us, and they're big, aren't they?
They're big. Well, some of them are definitely big.
Yeah.
So some of them are backgrounds, and there's main images as well. But yes, I'm bringing today the second half of my vintage collection.
Ah, so yes, introduce.
Yeah.
There's people that might not know you. Might not take it for granted that I know you, but yeah.
No, I mean, I was on last month, and I had the first half of the vintage.
I see.
This is the second half, obviously, from the Woodware collection. I'm one half of the Woodware collection,
right?
With Jane Gill, the other half.
So you design these yourself?
Yeah. So they're all my own designs that I've put together with all my own ideas for stamping.
Fantastic.
And to have fun.
Great stuff. So, does it matter if I didn't get the first half of the collection? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Anyway?
It doesn't matter. They all work alone or they work together.
Right.
So it really doesn't matter if you missed the last collection.
Win-win either way.
Either way.
Brilliant.
So.
All right then. So I know we can get these as a big collection, and I know you can get them in sets of 2 as well. So we'll explain that. But would you take me through the beautiful stamps collection then?
Okay. So. I don't know exactly where does it matter where we start?
We start this way.
Okay, we'll start this way. So that's the the old paper tag and paper scraps, which is quite an unusual set.
Yeah, I'm going to lift this up because it's got my little favourite of mine, just hidden. The safety pin.
Yeah, the safety pin. We're going to be playing with that particular set that you're holding in my first demo. So it's a brilliant for doing sort of grungy, old-looking tags.
Yeah.
And you can frame anything, because I'm going to overstamp it, so you can frame anything within it.
Great.
And you've got the little additions that you can do backgrounds with or add to the tag as well.
Those a lot. I love those additions. So there's 6 stamps on that individual set there. And then we move along to this. Now, this is unusual. Paper scraps.
Yeah, so that was a new sort of idea of mine, because I've sort of bringing out a sort of a new collection of what I call the torn paper collection. And that again is brilliant for overstamping on background papers and making sort of faux torn pieces of paper.
Nice.
Because sometimes people find it difficult to tear things
yes, and sometimes
into
the
shapes.
fibrous of the paper don't lend themselves very well to it, do they?
So with that, it's a bit of a, like I said, it's a faux image. So you can stamp and then you can cut them out.
Create that look.
Or you can stamp them directly onto card and colour them in to look old. Or
fantastic.
You can mask them off as well. So there's lots and lots of different things that you can do with them.
Fantastic. So if we move across now to this next, because they're 2 that you can get on your own, but obviously as a collection they're amazing, because look at that saving. So now we're at these 2, layered collage and the iris. These are beautiful.
Yeah. So there's all sorts of little bits of vintage images and things put together. You know, so the trademark through the whole collection is sort of things like the safety pins, the postmarks, the sort of grungy element. But in there, I've put in a beautiful iris illustration.
Yeah, gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah.
And then in the layered collage, we've got sort of some silhouettes, and we've got flowers again.
Yeah.
We've got a moth as well.
Where's the moth?
The moth is in the other one.
Oh, there we go. Yes, sorry, my darling.
So
the layered collage.
So you can see again the safety pin.
Yeah.
So everything, like we were saying before, everything coordinates together, but they also can be used separately. If you like paper piecing, the layered collage is brilliant for that. I've done some samples where I've stamped it on lots of different backgrounds and then cut them out.
Yeah, that makes such a good background.
And it's very easy because it's all straight lines to cut out. And you can 3D part of it as well if you want to, so you can lift some panels.
I really like that. Really like that one, especially. I don't know why it's just really caught my eye. Yeah. They're all beautiful, don't get me wrong. That one really caught my eye. So if we move down now to these 2, because again, we're just looking at the large collection at the moment. Oh, the eyes. We'll go to the eyes.
We'll go to the eyes.
Now these, when you've coloured and done various images images on these can really pop, can't they?
They can, yeah, because the eye really sort of stands out, so it's quite an unusual sort of image.
Yes, it is, yeah.
So keeping with the paper theme, the smaller stamp, that's like it's called a scrap of, just a scrap.
Right.
And
the smaller one.
Yeah, the smaller one, which is there. You've got, you can cut that one out, or
stamp.
you can mask it, but it looks as if it's like torn out of paper.
Very cool, yeah.
And then the other stamp is lots of sort of different patterns and things put around the eye, but it's so striking because it really is looking at you.
Yeah,
doesn't matter where you move, that eye is looking at you.
The Mona Lisa smile, isn't it? So those two together at the bottom of the screen, £9.99. You'll find that the other collection of pairs are £11.99, but we are just looking at the whole bundle right now.